Okay, right. Does that work now? That should work better. I've just realised, yeah, I was on mute. I was muted, so I'll try this all again. Good evening, everyone. How are you doing, Jessica? Hey, Buzzard. Um, you're in the middle of getting your butt kicked on Battlefield. uh, I did, however, just receive a phone call, so I'm briefly, because it is a very important phone call, I'm just going to call that person back because, yes, I am sorry about this. Bear with me. Yeah, this is a very important phone call, so I have to make it. I'm sorry. Right. Now I'm a little bit more prepared. That was a completely unexpected call, but I did have to take it. I don't get that call very often, so when I do get it, I will take it regardless of what I'm doing. Even if I'm in the middle of a live stream, that person will get answered. So tonight is Screamer Carnifex to be done in the same colours as these, which I did last time. Yay. So I need to find high colour purple, the yellow, and the green, I think it was that I used, wasn't it? No, I think I used all 3 speed paints last time. So yeah, Zelda yellow, which I have here. That's blue. High colour purple, there we go. And ox green green. So we have the 3 colours. It's that simple. It's so easy. 3 colours with a bit of an ivory dry brush. All done nice and simple. Volume down. I don't want any more interruptions, please, because that last one was an accident. Kind of wish. So, where do we start on this, big boy? Where do we start? Now let's have a look at what happened with the rest of them. And while I'm thinking of that, I am going to bring up one of my favourite scouters, Mr. Lee from Anfield Road. Layout in the loft. Oh, layout in the hobby room today. Layout in the hobby room. How are we doing?
It's still Anfield Road layout in the loft. It's just I've shortened it. But
Wait a
this is
minute.
going to
Layout
be
in the loft. The hobby room's longer.
no. This is going to be the last time you'll see this setup
Oh.
with what multiple. I'm going multiple cameras. Well, I get the system tomorrow.
You don't need to go too far. 2 cameras is fine. One for you, one for your
No,
project.
I'm literally going workbench, 2 cameras. But if I want to run trains live, I'm going 4 cameras.
So you're running 4 cameras if you're running live trains. But that'll
Yeah.
be covering the tracking, like the camera for that section, the camera for that
yeah,
section, the camera for that section. So it
yeah.
won't just be one camera on the desk. It will
No, it
be.
will be long. No, there's the setup is 2 cameras are on the desk, one on spray booth and the other test desk, and then 3 on the layout.
Ooh, nice.
So I've
Nice.
gone all out. I've been airbrushing today, to be honest.
Oh, I
I'm
need to.
gonna I'm gonna go and change camera if it plays ball, and we'll go to the spray booth when I move the camera.
I need
I'm
to
on
speak
test
to.
track at the moment.
need to speak to my brother again to get hold of his airbrush because
What?
I've still got all them that I need to base coat yet. So it's going to be a while before I can get all of them done.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Let's
show
see
you what
how.
I'm
Ooh,
actually what I'm airbrushing. I'm actually black. It's a footbridge.
a footbridge. So
Yeah, let me just get. I need to turn the
it's
phone
very
down so
dark at the moment. So
it's black. It's a black colour, but I need to get another light above me. I've got another light to put above me. I'm gonna put a big spotlight above me coming down. I've already got a spotlight over my main bench. Spotlight over. This is basically coming on leaps and bounds and trying to get. So I may mute my mic and just be in the background doing some airbrushing.
not a problem. Now, you see, I've been looking at possibly getting another armature from my desk, somewhere I can mount the monitor further back to give me more space on
Don't
this
even go
section up
there.
here.
Don't even go there on monitors. I've at the moment got 3 monitors. I've got another 2 monitors coming tomorrow. I'm going about 4 on the new rig. I'm going 3 monitors.
Well, no, I still only intend to use one monitor, but then I
Yeah.
can mount other arms to where the other monitor should go.
Yeah.
For instance,
No,
my
I'm
mic
going.
should really be on a boom arm coming much closer
Yeah.
to me than where it is at the moment, because at the moment
Yeah.
it's there.
I don't have that. My mic's on the workbench. It doesn't need to be. My workbench is a massive workbench now. I've got an A1 cut mat.
The problem with mine, I've only just found out the right setting to have this on. Apparently, one is the right setting to have it on because it's directing at me then.
Yes,
But
it's the Blue Yeti in it. It's not the Blue Yeti. The
yeah, it's the Blue Snowball.
Yeah.
But I had it on 3 last time, which I didn't realise was more of a
I
wide.
don't know if this mic may pick up the airbrush. So let me know if it is. I'll reach over and mute the mic.
I shall let you know if I hear it. It picks up the brush, but it doesn't pick up the compressor that much. We're all right.
It's a hand one though, isn't it? So it shouldn't pick it up.
Yeah, it's not like the one that I end up borrowing, which literally sits there going until it's finished filling up the air tank and then shuts up for about 5-10 minutes until you use it all and then starts filling the air tank again.
And all I'm spraying here is acrylic.
What, pure acrylic? No watering down, no thinning?
Yeah. Watering down. I'm mixing it with. Believe it or not, I'm not even using acrylic thinners.
Windoline?
No.
Oh, not Windoline.
Airbrush.
Yeah, no, but are you not mixing it with a bit of Windoline or just plain water?
No, just thinners on its own.
I see, I just use water.
Yeah, no, I'm just using thinners. On the channel I watch airbrushing, the one I've been learning from.
Peter! We have Peter Webster in with us.
Hello, Pete.
How are you doing, man? He is. That's why as soon as I
I
saw that name, I recognised exactly who it was.
I've got another parcel on the way off it. I don't know what's in it.
Another one off the way of Pete. Oh, wow. Well, Pete, if you want to click that link at the top, mate, feel free, fella. That link will put you up on if you want to come up with us. Same with Jessica, if you wish to come up. If you've got anything you're part way through painting and want to have a chat with us. Say again, mate, you're breaking up.
Yeah.
Lee, I'm losing you, mate. It's either my connection or your connection, I'm not sure. Someone let us know which connection's being lost, mine or Lee's, please. One of them's definitely a bit stuttery and jittery at the moment. Yeah, that's Lee. Lee has, as far as I can tell, left us unwillingly. because I'm not getting much from him. He's stuttering and he's frozen,
So,
and his voice isn't coming through.
I'm gonna.
Lee, I'm just going to drop you down for a few minutes, mate, so you can sort out whatever's going wrong with. I'm just going to drop you down there because everything seems to have frozen for the minute. So there we go. Let Lee sort out his technical issues while I sort out my painting issues. His should be much easier to sort out than mine, mainly because, well, his is just a technical issue and mine's an inability to do something. I'll say inability. It's not like I'm not able to put a paint onto a model. I'm just not as good as Jessica, for instance, if she was to come up and show us some of her wonderful pieces of work. Yeah, doesn't quite. It puts me to shame, but I'll agree that I'm not awful. No worries, Lee. If you're in chat, you're in chat, mate. I don't know what was going wrong with your connect. It looked like your connection was going a bit iffy. I don't know if you're running it on a Wi-Fi or if you're just trying to run too much through at once. But something was definitely going wrong on there. Right, so get the Hive Dweller purple down first so we know which part of it is. Right, I've still not found out, is it chitin or shitten armor? Yeah, now you see, Peter, I disagree with that because I've seen some of your work and in fairness, it's good. It is good. But we are always our own worst critics. So I can disagree with that statement as much as I like. You can disagree with it as much as you like. We're both pretty good. In each other's eyes, at least. Which is great, because if it's not perfect in your own eyes, there's always somebody who at least appreciates it. So thank you, Pete. Thank you very much. But yeah, I still think you're a better painter than me. Then again, I think most people are better painters than me. So like kind of that sounded really bad then, didn't it? I didn't mean to sound that bad, Pete. I do think you are a better painter than me. And the ones that I see are mostly, in fairness, they do it online. If they are good painters, they do seem to jump up and have some online presence, even if it's just an Instagram or something along those lines. And of course, you do have an online presence. I've seen you. Well, I've at least seen you painting when you've been up with Lee, which I don't get a chance to come on. I don't even get a chance to watch him half as much as I like. I mean, I only get the chance to come up and do this once a week. And really, I should be painting Space Marines, but these Tyranids are so much fun. And it's a nice change from painting Space. It looks like Predator now. He does, he looks like Predator. Alright. That comes down right over there. And that comes down right there. Now, do I do them bits yellow? See these big chimney bits? Do I do them yellow? But I've done them all purple on him. But that's a lot of yellow coming down here. And down here. I need to put a spot of purple in there just to break it up, I think. Pardon me. I'm so sorry. That was just so rude. I did not mean to burp down the microphone. Call me a disgusting pig if you want. But yeah, pardon me. So let's make sure I get all the shitting out done first. And then I can decide from there afterwards where I want the yellow to go. And seeing as his mouth and his claws are his weapons, They're the bits that have got to be green. So do I want his face like overly purple when I do that mouth bit green? Thanks very much, Kevin. At least someone would. Kevin won't let me down. How are you doing this evening? You see, I've missed out on last couple of weeks. I've missed out on so much regarding online. But if anyone's put a video up, chances are I've not seen it over the past week or two. I am sorry if you were relying on my view. If you're relying on my view, then there's something seriously bad going wrong, because relying on my view for a start. I've just got to make sure I can keep this in. Wow. Pete, that is just daft. I think I've sent a grand total of 3 things, and only one of them's ever arrived. So I kind of put a stop to it until I can get a more reliable way of sending things over. PO boxes are not a fun thing to send to. Not at all. They're awful. I mean, I've sent a Toblerone over. What? See, I'm even getting feedback from that. A Creality. Jeez. I'm still struggling to get whatever that one is. I mean, I've got some FDM basic entry level thing in there. It's currently sat on a box that I'm trying to get set up, but I got given the printer, all the wires disconnected. I got given the control boards, 2 of them, both of which need flashing because they're not working properly. I got given a new motor and no instructions. So it's been fun. Oh, I'm really feeling dehydrated at the moment. I'm not sure why. But good job, I've got a drink next time. It's good to hear that, Kevin. Good to hear. Nice to know you're having a bit of time off at least and not editing videos constantly. Alright, I'm going to need some help on that decision. I was going to need a second coat on some of it anyway, so... Where's a place that I can put some more purple? I'm running out of space. Just how do you break your 3D printer? Actually, don't answer that. I've got a feeling it's something to do with the print bed and you not moving something out of the resin bay. I just have a feeling. I have a feeling we've lowered the plate down. There was a little bit of already cured resin in there, and it's gone down and just and crunched your screen. I just have that feeling. If it is that, I am sorry, because that must have been gutted as you heard that crunch. I know I would have been gutted as it when hearing that crunch. Oh, we have another guest now. This time it's not Lee. This time it is somebody who's far better than me at doing this. We have Synsape Studios. Hello, Jessica.
Hello, just trying to get this sorted so it's lined up.
I'll tell you what, I'll put it in your big screen. Does that help?
Kind of. I'm looking through a phone which is attached to a... It's all right. I can just about see.
Okay, I'll put you back down there then. So how... Actually, no, I'm going to bring you back up. What are you painting?
I'm doing this... Yeah, I'm doing the Black Templars half of... the space between half of the Leviathan for customer, and it is Black Templars.
Oh, so you're doing the other half of this box set?
Yes. Just trying to move the light around so it's good. Yeah.
Lighting can be a pain when you're trying to get a camera in the place as well.
Well, I've got like a big I've got like a big strip light that can be moved in any direction now, which is really good.
Like this.
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing. Yeah,
They're bloody brilliant. I've got to say, one of the best things I've purchased.
yeah.
I'm only saying that because I've not purchased an airbrush yet. Then the airbrush will be probably the best thing I purchase. If I can get a hold of one by the time I do my half of the Space Marines, then I'm hopefully going to try and do all the Space Marines airbrushed. And that's going to be a challenge for me because I don't know if I can do that. I mean, I've used an airbrush before, so I know I can control one. But trying to completely airbrush something as small as a Space Marine model, is going to be a challenge, I think, for me. Especially
it's possible.
I've seen it done. That's how I know it's possible. That's what made me think, go on, I'll give it a shot.
I do it with mine. So I did. I've used an airbrush for a few of the things. This I didn't do it with this this one, and the other one that I did use an airbrush is already boxed up. Actually, it's already plastic, so I can't really show that. But I've got these that I wish I had an airbrush that I could use on them. It's 2 lots of nibs.
2 lots of nids. Yeah, I'm glad I've only got 1 lot of nids. Actually, no, I'm not.
Well, yeah, but that's only one of the orders. I've got another order for another portion of nids. So I've got three Leviathans to paint, and then I've got my own to do if I want any of them for myself, which I do.
I see. I need.
Actually, you'll like that because I'm going to salamanders.
Oh, good. I like. Well, I like salamanders. That's my
like actual salamanders, not successors.
I like successors just so I can have my own colour scheme. That's the only reason I like successors. It's like, well, I can still be out and out salamanders. I just don't have to be green.
Yeah. Well, I've got some salamanders here for a customer that I'm working on.
Did you? I believe you posted them. This is going to sound 1 second. Just to answer Peter's answer. I actually have an Amazon wish list, which is connected to the channel, and it's on there. The airbrush one. It's not an expensive one. It's everything. You get the airbrush, the compressor, the hose, the cleaning equipment. But it's a good enough airbrush. It's the same airbrush I've already used, so I'm used to it. That's I can't remember the name of it, so the only way I can tell you about the airbrush is to point you in the direction of the Amazon wish list. Now, don't go buying anything off it. Well, I can't really stop you, but yeah, look, it's there for more for my friends and family to go, what do you want for Christmas and birthdays? Pick some off there. I've attached it to the channel just because it's mostly to do with stuff I'm going to be using on the channel, but by no means do I expect anybody who watches this to actually go out and purchase anything of it. I have no expectations for you to spend your money on it. If you do, I'm going to be very appreciative. I can't stop you because the wish list is there. But I can also tell you not to. And then you can ignore me if you wish, or you can listen to me if you wish. That's the great choices in life. That's how we end up with this microphone. The silver version of this thing. The geeky who sent it me has my address, so I could not stop him sending it me if he wanted to.
That looks nice.
It is nice. It's not quite as nice as this one, which is essentially the same microphone but silver and a micro USB connection as opposed to a printer connection.
Yeah.
It's essentially the same thing. It's just the silver looks prettier. Prettier? Oh God, I feel disgusted in myself for using that word. It looks nicer.
Nothing wrong with that word.
There is when you're 40-year-old and you're a grumpy old git. It doesn't quite suit my vocabulary.
I hate. Well, I don't even want to say it.
Go
I
on.
have a word that I despise more than anything.
Discharge.
Moist.
Moist. Oh,
It's a
oozing
horrible
moist
word.
discharge. It
Ugh.
is a horrible word. It is one of those words that you just, yeah. It is one of them. It's one not to use in polite society, especially if you're around females, put it that way.
But yeah,
Although I do find the words oozing discharge to be quite up there with it. Especially in the same context. So, I am look, I'm crude, I'm crass, I'm horrible, I know.
I noticed.
Yeah. Well, you already knew this. You knew this before
Yeah.
before you even started commission painting, I believe. You knew that was a complete
Oh, I've known it for ages. I've known you for
grass.
what, at least a year and a half now? When you joined Eclectic?
It's been longer than that now. I should
Really?
imagine it's been about 2 years, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I joined not long after a rather major event in my life. We'll put it that way because it was not a happy event.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I joined not long after that, and then that's when I eventually went up to the other tier, and that's when I found you.
Oh, yeah. You came from the free server first, didn't you?
I did. I came from the free server and then came up to the paid server afterwards.
Yeah. You were in the rabble first.
Yes, I'm still in the rabble now, and the other three. I'm thinking, what other three? Yeah, there's about another three that he's got, and that he
3?
3. Yes, he's got about.
No, he's got 3 in total, but you said the other 3, so there's 4.
No, he's got more than 3 servers. Let's see. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. And no, 1. Yeah, he's got 4.
Oh, okay.
One of them is a higher tier paid for memberships.
Yeah, I'm in that.
Are you? I'm going to go check now. Are you in that one?
I should be. I think I'm in that one.
No. No, you're not.
Oh, okay.
Tier 2, not tier 1.
Yeah, I'm in the
Not the crew
highest
server.
one.
Not the crew server. Not the top tier. Not the top tier server. The tier 2 server. The one in between.
Oh, okay. So I'm not in that one.
You're not in that one.
Fair enough. I'm in tier 1, 3, and the free one.
Yes. It does, Peter. Mouse has so many not nice words, so many not nice uses. But
yeah,
it does have some nice uses as well. To be quite honest, you don't want dry chicken; you want nice, moist chicken.
Oh, fuck off.
What? That was perfectly fine. That was. Come on. Would you like dry chicken? No, you would not. You of all people, I know if you was to get served dry chicken in a restaurant would be, what on earth is this? Take it back to the chef and have it cooked.
I'd have juicy chicken.
You'd have juicy chicken, not moist chicken.
Although juicy doesn't really sound much better, does it?
Not really. No. Not at all. Right, so I believe that should I do his air vents purple?
Air vents. They're not air vents. He's not a robot.
All right then. Should I do his 6 protruding assholes purple?
It's what's a better word for vent? It's for spores.
So basically, it's where he secretes gas.
Yeah, it's a shitter.
Yeah. So as I said, he's 6 assholes. What should I paint them? Purple or yellow?
But it's part of the carapace, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's going to be purple, I think. same as the other fella.
Oh, and answer to your question earlier, chitting.
Chitting, not shitting.
No, it's chitting.
Damn it, that takes all the fun out of it. I liked it being shitting out. I just imagining someone sitting there squatting to get it out. Peter, we are a little bit cruder on here than we are on Lee's.
It's my influence. You're usually quiet and not saying much when I'm not live.
Well, it depends on who's live with me, because if Captain and BC are up with me, they talk. They'll talk and talk and talk, so I don't have to do
I noticed.
talking. I can just sit and concentrate on painting. If depending on who's up with me, then yeah, I have to talk. I have to, because well, it's my channel after all, and if I don't do it, then I can't really expect somebody else to do it.
Yeah, well, I was considering doing going live myself, but I don't know, if there was no one in the chat or no one was actually talking to me, I think I'd go crazy. I like to have noise, so I usually sit and listen to YouTube videos while I'm painting. If I was sat here with a phone on and there was no one here, I can't really message back people because, well, I could because I've got my tablet, but it's not ideal.
No,
so it's better for me to just jump in with someone else.
Well, you should have seen when I first started. There was, I had usually I had about 3 viewers.
Yeah.
And they were background viewers, as you said, to put it on in the background and just leave it going. 2 of them out of sympathy.
Actually, I just had an idea.
One of them used it as an ASMR video because I bore him to death, apparently.
I've just had an idea. The person who I'm painting this for, I can message them and say, you can come online, I'm painting your stuff if you want on YouTube.
And by all means.
You'll get another viewer.
Yay! Yeah, I'm going to start putting your link in my descriptions now, aren't I? with potential guest of... Because no idea if you're actually going to turn up or not. You're busy. You have stuff to do.
I do. It's half the time. The reason I don't usually come on live is just because I don't know. I've got to be in the right frame of mind for it.
Which is why I wasn't on last night. No, I can't sit there. I'm not in the. If I sit there in front of the camera, I'm gonna say something wrong because I was in that type of mood. And it's like, right, so no, don't go on tonight. Set it for tomorrow. It'll be better. Right, let's catch up on the chat. Because again, my biggest flaw on these is I don't see the chat because it's right in front of me on the screen up there, and I'm focusing down here. So, where are we up to? Moist. These words are so. Not yet. You are right there. You don't have to do that, Peter. Do you realise the reason I do it at this time of night is because my kids are upstairs in bed. Everybody leaves me alone in the living room, and I basically have one night a week to sit down and do this. So I take full advantage of it when I can get it. And it's usually Monday or Tuesday. Never get a chance before 8 o'clock. Because, well, children like to do children-y things and be children. And run around and cause noise and chaos and trash the house and complain about.
I would never have kids. I never want kids. They can go fuck themselves.
No.
That's a bit harsh, but yeah.
Yeah, that is a bit harsh. I mean, I love my kids. I love my kids to pieces. All 3 of them are absolutely wonderful in their own special little way. But, having said that, children are tiring.
Yep.
Children are very tiring.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Well, I've sent a message to
The person.
Yeah, the person. Hopefully they get it and jump in. They're in America, so they're a good few hours behind, but it's late
Oh.
enough. Should be all right.
I mean, what in America, depending on what coast you're on now, it's getting to 5 hours behind us, so it's getting close to 5 o'clock, or about 12 hours behind us, depending on which coast they're on.
Usually I've chatted to them at this time of day, so
Right, so it sounds more east. The chances are they're more east coast than west coast.
I think so. I mean, I've got their address, but I'm obviously not going to say.
Oh, I bet Christmas is fun round yours, Pete. 5 kids, 10 grandkids. Jeez. Although, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, my mum only had 3 kids and she's got 9 grandkids. So. Well, my mum and my dad, I suppose, because technically they both were involved in making us.
In making you.
Well, yeah. I look, my dad can't deny me even if he wanted to. I am practically the double of him in looks, sense of humour, sarcasm, attitude.
So you're both dickheads then?
Oh, yes. Yeah, oh, yes. And we will quite happily sit there and take the piss out of anyone. Doesn't matter. We will joke, laugh. There's not many people that we can get on with most people, providing we're allowed a small amount of freedom to take the mick and have a laugh and a joke. If you're so uptight that you can't take a laugh and a joke, then no, you're not going to get on with me and my dad because, well, we're just going to take the piss out of you.
Yeah, as it should be.
Yeah. Oh, you whinging son of a... Stop your moaning. Go get yourself a drink. Calm down. And then, yeah, me and Dad go back to calling him whatever it was we was calling him. Maybe jumped up little jackrabbits. Poor excuse for a shaven cunt. My dad doesn't usually go quite as far as I do. He's not quite got the imagination to throw a couple of words together, but he's quite witty in himself. But yeah, nice people, me and my father. Although, to be quite honest,
You know what the most annoying thing about painting here is? For me?
Go on.
My cat hair gets every fucking place. I find cat hair on the edge of my paintbrush every 10 minutes.
Yeah. See, I've got another one. Yeah, I don't know if you can actually. I can actually get it. Can you see it there on his claw?
No, not really.
There.
I believe you. I can't see it.
I'm going to get it over something now where it can be seen, or at least pull it off. No, you can't see it. But there was another one there. Yeah, I've got the same bloody problem. Cat hairs everywhere. Wait a minute. Wow. Yeah, that is expensive. I'm not going to Peter's for Christmas. Just imagine how many. Just going as a guest to buy one present for each person that's going to be there. That's like 39 presents.
Well, my logic would just be, well, you're going to spend £50 on me. I spend £50 on you. Why don't we both save our money and we'll be happy?
That's one way of looking at it, I suppose.
But save your money. 23.
Well,
that many presents. No chance I would do that. But then I'm not a fan of Christmas, so.
You see, Peter's got the ultimate answer there. if they're doing his end, he just turns his hearing aid off and that's it. Can't hear bugger all.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That has got to be the best one. Can't hear you. Fuck off. Done. Conversation over. Any arguments closed. Go get me my food. The only problem is at that point, you also can't hear the response that they're giving you either, unless you snidely just sneakily flick it back on. It's like, yeah, I heard that. Scare the crap out of them because they think he's gone dead. I do it with my son all the time. Dad, how do you know that? It's like, I'm your dad, I know everything. How did you know I'd hid my tablet under my bed? I'm your dad, I know everything. I was your friggin' age as well. And he's going to be another one. He's going to turn out just... He's certainly got my confidence. When he's doing something he enjoys anyway. So he doesn't like that. But he's also got my fuck you attitude when he's doing something that he doesn't want to do. It's like, no, you're not making me doing it. You're not going to make me do it. It's like, for God's sakes, this is comeuppance, this, isn't it? So the yellow works okay for his arms. I don't think I'm going to have to put any more purple on it apart from them little spots to break up the green.
Well, I've just made stripes on the arms of this thing. It was actually partly to cover up a mistake I made here with a bit of red.
Right.
I'm not sure. I think that looks all right.
They look quite neat, actually, those lines. They look very neat. Those are a lot neater than my ballast dread, I'll give you that.
Not as neat as I would like them, though. I think I'm going to do a black edging around them, but I'll keep going for now.
Go back and do the tidy up bits afterwards. Get your main colours down first.
Yeah, I need to do I need to do the leg pad and stuff. And I'm planning on doing something different with that as well.
That's oh shit! You're up big. You're up big. There's no point showing you this if you're up big. That's the current state of mine. So not very much done on it at all, which is how all my Space Marines are staying for the time being.
Yeah.
I think I base coated and dry brushed like the captain, than the Terminators from the set. But that's just because my other Terminators were done as well, so I wanted them all to be nice and done together. You spend about a grand on my wife, about 4K on everyone else. Pete, that's like five grand. That's $5,000. You could divide that by 10 and still have enough money to buy everyone presents. I mean, I would anyway. I mean, my nieces and nephews.
That's ridiculous. £5,000 on Christmas. It's just.
It's only ridiculous for us because, well, I'm assuming you don't have that money like me.
Well, I could, but if it keeps going the way it is now, this Christmas, I could spend that kind of money, but I would never do that.
The only time I would do that is if I'm going for a large upgrade for my kids. So a few years ago, we bought a laptop and we bought a tablet and basically like, look, this should do you for a good few years. This is your main present. There you go. I mean, we've got a decent laptop, a decent tablet. If we ever have to upgrade it, that'll be the only time we spend something close to that amount of money. And it'll be this is what you're getting this year. You're not getting anything else because, well, you're getting a big upgrade in your tech. I mean, one of my daughters does do YouTube. She does animations. Not particularly my style of animation. She's good, but I don't like the style personally.
Yeah.
I can't say anything. She's got more subscribers than me, so I've got no room to talk. She's got enough subscribers to actually have a Discord channel, which is rather embarrassing.
Try not making me laugh. I'm doing some really fine freehand here.
What, by telling you that my daughter's kicking my ass on YouTube and she's like, what? About a third of my age. She's not even left high school yet. And she's already a bigger YouTuber than I could ever dream to be. which she does enjoy rubbing in a little bit every now and again. Although she did the 2 laser mini painting thumbnails I use.
Mm-hmm.
She did both of them for me.
All
So
right. Okay.
I can't really say she's doing a bad job because, well, I'm using her work. In fact, I should credit her for that. But
Yeah.
she keeps changing the bloody channel name and she doesn't want anything to do with me. So, not on YouTube anyway. So, it's like, I don't want you on. You're the grumpy dad. I was like, yeah, there's a reason I'm a grumpy dad. Is because, well, I know what blokes are like. So, yeah, of course I'm going to be grumpy. It just comes naturally to us. So yeah, she does. She wants me to keep me as far away from her YouTube as possible. So as much as I would like to credit her, I don't think she wants me to.
Fair enough.
Just so she's.
So we can't do a raid on her channel.
No. Anyone does a raid on her channel, and well, guess who's got moderator capabilities, and I am not kind with them. No, anything inappropriate. Bye bye. You don't even get an explanation. I'll just block you. A ragdoll kitchen. What's a ragdoll kitchen? I'm going to find out what a ragdoll kitchen is. See, this is how I get distracted.
Is it like Transylvania dolls or something?
I don't know. That's why I'm. The cat's a ragdoll kitchen.
Yeah. Ragdoll kitten. Cat. Ragdoll cat.
Oh, kitten. I need my glasses
not
on.
kitchen.
I need my glasses on.
You said it. I didn't even check.
Yeah. Ragdoll kitten. Right. So it's a cat. A cat! For $1.50.
Oh, ragdolls are extremely expensive. They're stunningly beautiful, though.
I was wondering why I got pictures of cats. I got a kitchen. I got pictures of cats. Well, that doesn't sound right.
My first cat is half Maine Coon, and she cost me like 500.
I don't know. Them ragdolls just look like little balls of fluff.
They do. They're beautiful.
Yeah, but that coat is going to be awful to take care of.
Yep, you would have to brush it like pretty much every day.
Yep, and we're not talking with one of them little normal crappy brushes. We're talking one of them proper teeth grips into it, pulls the damn thing out type. In fact, where is it? Oh,
totally.
This is put it back. But we've got one. Yeah, it's metal teeth, and then you push a button, it slides the fur off it. You pull it back, and it's metal teeth again. But great big sharp triangle things. It's like, gee, we're supposed to brush our cat with that. It's like, yeah, she likes it. Fuck me, that looks like you can kill someone with it. Oh, yeah, good idea.
There we go. This is what I wanted to do with the leg.
One sec. Let me bring you back up. Oh, you got the checks on it.
Yeah, now I'm going to have a little bit of design on top of that as well, with the iconography and stuff.
Ooh. See, that's the thing I'm not getting to yet on the Marines is the decal work. Now, I have some printed off that I wish to use, but I'm not 100% happy with them. So,
what's wrong with them?
I'm just not quite happy with them. Where are they?
Do you need custom ones?
I have it. Crap, don't knock my water bottle off. Not water thingy off. Come here, you stupid sheet of paper. Okay, you've been ripped. As I say, I've got sheets of the bloody things. I've also got one with the dragons on it for the shoulder pads, but I can't seem to find that one right now. For some bizarre reason, I can't find that sheet. It doesn't help that I'm looking through about 9 D&D books, codexes, rule books, character sheets, play mats, cutting mats. No, it's in there somewhere, but I can't find it. I can't find it anywhere.
Okay, but if you need another sheet, if you're not happy with them and you're planning on getting more, let me know, because one of the people in my Discord is actually does custom ones, and he's made me a few already. I don't have them to hand, but he made me a few for like Dark Krakens and for my Steel Legion, and they're really good.
Well, I'm just gonna see if I can find it somewhere.
Impatient Tabletop. It's got an Etsy. It's got an Etsy shop.
Oh, right. No, I'm just gonna see if I can find the. I'm actually looking for a certain picture, a certain set.
If he doesn't have the certain set, then he can make it custom for you.
That's what I'm trying to. I've got the pictures. That's the annoying thing. I know I've got them somewhere.
Are they what colour are they? Are they white by any chance?
Yeah.
Okay. So the way his printed works, if they're white, then they'll have like a coloured outline around them, so you'd have to cut around them and then paint over afterwards. But they're good quality.
Right. Well, is it that one? No, that's the original Lazy Mini painting. That's a coat of arms. That's Mark II. It's a coat of arms. That's the picture I'm using for there. That's 2 others. That's the chariots. That's another coat of arms. That's another coat of arms. Yes, I have a lot of coat of arms saved onto my computer for some reason. Where on earth is it? Don't tell me I've lost this file.
You probably haven't. You probably just lost it behind the sofa.
That's what I mean. It's on my computer somewhere.
Yeah, behind the digital sofa.
Let's see. STONEDRA. GON. Yes, it is spelt Stone Dragon or Stoned Dragon, depending on
Stoned Dragon. They've been on drugs.
Stoned Dragon or Stone Dragon.
Oh, your right, choice. Okay.
Your choice. There's only one D in it, essentially. There's one D.
Well, I imagine it's Stone Dragon.
Oh, which way?
It doesn't make sense the other way.
But yeah, it's spelled that way.
Yeah.
Which,
yeah, that must be dragon.
Must it?
Well, stoned dragon sounds a bit weird.
Yeah, well, they might all be dragons, every single one of them. Have a good night, Lee. See you in a bit, mate.
See you later.
They might all be dragons. What's a dragon? Who knows?
But we get.
How do you know they're not dragons? You don't even know what a dragon is?
Do you?
Yeah, it's Miami.
I like the idea of just calling them stoned dragons.
Stone dragons.
With 2 Ds.
Yeah, I purposely left the other D out of it for that purpose, just to go, wait a minute, is he saying they're high or not?
I think that'd be cool. Just have them high.
Well,
Make them a very close combat based army, because the salamanders are slow and they're not really. They're like they're close ranged shooting. They're not really close combat. Make yours all close combat based, and just say they're stoned.
No, because that's no. See, that doesn't work. Because if they were stoned, then they wouldn't be getting up and walking towards you to try and hit you. They're sitting there going, "Nah, mate." Bang, bang.
All right, we'll
I'm
just
not
have a load of
moving.
devastators sat on the back of the battlefield.
Funnily enough, I do have 2 units of those, as well as Centurion Devastators and a lot of backline. Basically, I can put out a gun line. I can put out a gun line easier than I can throw out a melee army.
Is that what you're going for with a gun line, basically?
I can throw both. I can do either.
All right, okay. So you don't have like a specific style.
No,
you just kind of like have a bit of everything, so you can field whatever you want.
Yeah. So, for instance, one game you might see 9 aggressors, Gravis captains, 6 eradicators.
Yeah.
And some big chunky stuff. And the next one you're thinking, right, he's going to bring in big chunky stuff. So I'm bringing las cannons and missile launchers. Like, fine, I just got intercessors. I've got nothing but intercessors. I'm just throwing intercessors at you, loads of them. I'm going to bog you down through weight of numbers. And then they go, right, they're going to go infantry this time. All right, I'm bringing dreadnoughts and my tanks. So I can literally I can go small elites, but tough. I can field space marines like hordes, and I can field. Well, I've got the ballistas dreadnought, the standard redemptor dreadnought, and then 2 normal dreadnoughts. So there's 4 power on the battlefield straight away, plus a repulsor, and then that's a lot of armor to take down.
The repulsor has been. It has a weird data sheet now.
It's kind of half and half. It's not fully what it used to be as a transport, and it's not an actual tank anymore. It's kind of a bit of a mix.
You had a load of options for it before, where you could take an Icarus rocket pod. And the turret had the Iron Hail heavy stubber, and all of that. But now it's just
Peter. Sorry. Go on.
Now it's just one stat line that says defense system with 18 shots, and that's it. Well, and the main cannon. The heavy stubber on the model doesn't have a stat line. The rocket pod doesn't have a stat line. It's weird. It would be nice to bring all that back again, but I understand the reason why they've done it. Because in 9, if the repulsor was extremely nasty.
It was useful, very useful.
It was. I mean, I still want to use it because of its special ability.
What, the get back in?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my intention is to throw 10 Hellblasters in it. Throw a cap. Oh no, Captain don't give rerolls anymore, do they?
No, but you still have the stratagem.
No, but you still have the stratagem. So yeah, 10 Hellblasters in it. Something.
Well, no, you don't get the reroll, but you have the Oath of Moment.
True, but if I'm not targeting the Oath of Moment unit, then it's.
You can choose your new target for Oath of Moment in every turn. You don't have to. You don't have to pick a unit and wait until it's destroyed before you change your target. You can pick in your command phase. You just pick a target, and that gets rerolls to hit and reroll to wound. So if you know what you're planning on doing, then you can pick the right unit when you're going to do it, and
then apply from that. I didn't know it was. I thought you. I've got to look through the rules a lot better. I thought you had to. Once you couldn't change it until that unit was gone.
It doesn't say anything about that. It just says in your command phase, pick a unit, and your whole army gets to reroll.
Yay!
So yeah, you can. There's a lot less risk to it with it being that way.
And the Hellblasters' natural stratagem lets them fire on death as well, even if they die through overheating their own weapons.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Oh, have you seen these bases? This is for the Dreadnought.
I am not. Where did you get that from?
Unreal Wargaming Studios. These are resin. They're extremely highly detailed. Absolutely amazing bases. All of these Black Templars are based in that way. Like,
So they've all got unique bases and not the standard flat
yeah,
little black things like these ones.
yeah, exactly.
Ah, you see, there's a big difference. Just to show, if anyone watching, leave him up for us.
What then?
Yeah. Okay, that's the base that Synscape's got him on, which is a custom base, obviously. And that's the base he's supposed to come on. And you see there's a big difference between the two different styles of bases. And this one will only really blend in with other things that have got a similar base. Whereas if you buy bases like that, you'll get an entire set of them. So everything will go on it.
Some of the models were difficult to sort out, but obviously this one, he's got a very specific base that's built up. So one of his legs is off the ground. So I had to cut around it and then file it down, and then add a helmet that he's stood on just to make it look right. But again, yeah, the base is wonderful.
See, with me only using the official ones that came with the models, I have a bit of a mix mash. So I have Indomitus captains stood on Necrons.
Yeah.
I also have now a Leviathan captain stood on a Tyrannid. So you can see how that's going to work out when I put them on the field together.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, have you decided what you're fighting yet? Yeah, everything.
Yeah. I mean, your captain could literally be dragging the corpse around him to every battle as a trophy.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? That'll be fair enough. I've just found an excuse as to why he's got this on his base now. So why has he got
he drops it on the floor, but every time he shoots or attacks, and then stands on it, and then picks it back up again before he moves.
What do you use that for? Stabilize it left knee. There you go.
Or maybe it's glued to his foot. If he's stamped onto it so hard, it's infused into his carapace.
Well, as the Ara Salamander's successor, there's no reason why he couldn't have put Necrodermis technology into his armor.
Did you see my salamanders earlier?
The silver ones.
Well, no. This is for a customer.
The green ones.
This is for a customer.
See that? See, I can never get green. That I always that's you cheeky fucker. But Beaky, I did not sound Yorkshire. I did not sound like I was from Yorkshire.
You do kind of a little bit.
I know I have. The problem is because I've moved around, particularly the north a little bit. I do get twangs of bits coming in and out of various different. Occasionally, I'll drop into Glaswegian. Sometimes I'll drop in the occasional Scouse word. Yorkshire. Obviously, I can't get away from being a Manc.
But if you wanted to get green like that, start with Wagflesh base, null oil over the top of it, dry brush with the Wagflesh again, and then Warpstone glow, dry brush over the top of that. That's how I did them.
That's like 3 layers of dry brushing.
No, 2 layers of dry brushing.
Okay, and the name of this channel is?
It's dry brushing. That is the most laziest form of painting you can get.
I know, and I can make it even lazier by only doing it once.
Well, fine. Just then stop complaining that you can't get green like that.
I'll keep complaining. It keeps me happy. Much to my partner's. Yeah, she doesn't like it because I whinge too much and I moan about everything. She won't watch television in front of me because it's like, well, you just shut up and go and leave me alone. Let me watch this in peace. So what? I don't get it. Right, now we're going to do the back of his foot yellow, I think, and then his face green. Now, I think I'm pretty much down to just green bits. Let it dry. Slight dry brush with ivory. Because that's what I like about these Army Painter speed paints, but the 1.0 versions.
Yeah, I
Is
thought they were not very good.
I like them because they reactivate.
All right. Okay, I understand what you mean.
So when I dry brush ivory over this, it kind of helps blend the ivory in. And gives it, so like on him, it's not a pure ivory. You can see where he's kind of merged with the purple.
Yeah.
That was just one coat of 1.1 speed paint and one dry brush of ivory.
Okay.
And it seems to, and because it reactivates, it blends quite well. So I like it because it allows you to cheat even more.
Cheater.
Yep. Hey, there's no wrong. Look, if I could take a shortcut and get an effect that somebody else sits there for 3 hours painting, it's like, yeah, I can do it in 20 minutes. I'm quite happy with that.
I agree to a point. I mean, I do try to do my painting as quick as possible, but I can't just do speed paints. I'll never get the commissions.
No, I don't use speed paints on the Marines. I'll use speed paints on these because they're pretty much perfect for it.
The nids, yeah. Well, I used Philopus Pink contrast on the nids first, and then I'm dry brushing Wraithbone and Pallid Witch Flesh.
Oh right, you're using contrasts.
I did it for the shade, yes.
Yeah, it's just with the naming convention. I'm not used to the contrast naming convention.
All right, Philopus Pink is just like a pink fleshy color.
Right. So it's. Is it going to be similar to like Crusader skin? Maybe, I don't know. It might be. It might not be. I might be completely way far off on the color comparison.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know.
Crusader
I only use Citadel paints, really.
Oh, you should expand. Vallejo do a fantastic range.
They do, and I'm sure of that. But a point that someone made to me: if someone commissions me to do ultramarines, I can't get that exact same shade of ultramarines that people expect with any other painting other than Citadel.
Yes, you can.
You can to a degree, but it's
not
going to be exactly the same.
Well, even if you was to go Citadel, they're not going to be exactly the same because they have a habit of changing their colours. For instance, I can't get 10 bits anymore. I cannot get 10 bits. But there is a company out there that has gone and found out the old paints for Games Workshop and make them.
Okay.
So you can still get the old colours, just not from Games Workshop.
Yeah.
So you can still get ultramarine blue. I think I've essentially got ultramarine blue as Perusian blue in the Vallejo range.
To be honest, I haven't felt the need to change. I'm happy with the Citadel ones. I can get the desired effect with them. I've never been in a situation where I've felt that I needed to not use Citadel.
See, as soon as I found that, which is just a standard ivory from Vallejo, that became my number one paint. Pretty much anything. If I want to lighten something, I use that. If I want to use a white, I use that. If I want to dry brush something for highlights, I use this. If I want to slap chop a model up, I use the ivory.
Yeah.
It's so close to white, but it's not as difficult to work with.
Well, this is the same. Corax white. It's like it's almost white, a little bit of grey and a tiny, tiny hint of blue in it. And it goes on perfectly. Then stripes on the Dreadnought, going straight over black, 2 or 3 layers, easy, and they were watered down.
That's not bad. That's not bad for the Corax.
It is. It's a very good white. I'm using it right now on the shoulder pad here.
Let's have a look. What was it like? you're about, what, 3-4 inches too far back from the camera.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
So this is just going on. I'll do it on a fresh piece. I'll do it on a bigger model, actually. I'll do it on a Termi.
On the Termi?
So
Dominator.
slightly watered down. Goes over perfectly in one.
See, that's nice. That's actually quite a nice boot.
Yeah, exactly. Corax White, highly recommend it. That and Corvus Black are two of the best paints in the Citadel range for me.
I've still got about 6 pots of Abaddon, so I'll be using that until I run out.
Well, Abaddon is good, but the problem with Abaddon is it's jet black, and very rarely something that is black is jet black. Corvus Black is a very, very dark grey, and it reads better as black on a model than actual black does.
Ah, right, yeah. So it's to get that effect.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm fucking showing it on that, because you can't see shit in the little picture. So it's more like that effect.
Yeah.
So even though he's not actually black,
it reads as black.
Well, it's supposed to be read more as a grey because I said stone rather than black, which is why they all have that kind of grey, dusty colour to them.
Well, in that, if I was doing that colour scheme, I would start with Corvus Black and dry brush with Storm Vermin Fur. That's a stony black.
Is that a grey stony black or is that a brown stony black? Though?
It's a grey stony black.
Ooh, I might have to try that.
Here, I don't know how well you can see it.
Yep, I can see which ones. Just turn it around a little bit so I can see the label. Which Dawnstone is it? Oh no, Storm Vermin Fur. That is a nice. Damn it! You're gonna make me go to freaking buy stuff again.
Highly recommend it.
It's already bad enough with what I've got as it is. I'm already getting complaints that I'm taking over the house. I mean, nobody can use a PC because of what I've got scattered all over the desk.
Yeah.
So there's only me who can use a PC, and that's because I can use the keyboard while it's on the windowsill. So, yeah, if we start getting... Yeah, I'm going to have to get all my models back out. Why? Because I found this new paint to do them in. So you've got to paint them all again. Yeah! Yeah, I don't think I'll be...
The next title for your next stream, starting all over again.
Yeah. Yeah. And what, I've been on this over a year now, and I've only just got to the point where I'm going, do you want to know something? I think I've got most of my army painted. Which is a feat for me, seeing as it took over 20 years to get anywhere near that close.
Well, it's good to know that the live streams are helping you do it.
Well, that's what they were here for. They was here to sit there and have somebody in front of me, whether it be a physical person or just that camera. Because knowing that camera's there, you kind of... Like you were saying earlier, you'd think you'd have a problem talking to people when people aren't there. When people aren't there, you find yourself talking to the camera instead.
See, I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't.
It's easy. Just literally talk about what you're doing.
Yeah, but I find that difficult to do. Talk about exactly what I'm doing. Because I'm autistic and all that shite. Communication is hard enough with a real human being. Now I'm trying to pretend to communicate with someone who's not there.
No, you're not pretending to communicate with someone that's not there because you're there. You're talking yourself through the process of what you're doing. So, next stage is finish off the back of these claws.
But I don't even do that in my head. I just do it and hope for the best.
No, you see, I don't shut up in my head.
That's maybe a sign of insanity.
Never got the certificate. So I'm perfectly sane. Thank you very much. I have never had a certificate to say that I am not, much to some people's displeasure. So yeah, you should have had that certificate years ago. Still not got it. Nobody's tested me. Last time I saw a psychiatrist, they didn't stop me leaving the building, so they didn't give me any special certificates or drugs. So I think I'm fine.
What if you're still there now, and this is just a figment of your imagination?
Well, my imagination is that powerful that I've already had the idea that the world's just here because of the fact that I wanted something to do.
So you're an orc then?
Yep. Yeah.
No, you're a grot. You're a grot.
I'm not a grot. I'm 6 foot tall and too big to be a grot.
You're a very big grot.
Which is also known as an orc. Or a killer can, I suppose.
Oh, talking about orcs, look what I've got to paint.
Is it a stomper?
It certainly is.
Good luck. Good luck, because I've not got around to painting mine yet. Yeah, these the big buggers, aren't they? They are very big buggers. So you see, you've got some of the extra pieces on in different places than what I've done them.
Yeah, because the instructions on it was dumb, and I didn't really know where to put everything.
The instructions are extremely stupid. What colour did it do his clothings?
But that's a project to do in the next few days. And I've got a Orc Combat Patrol, and I've got Gazgul Thraka.
I believe I saw Mr. Thraka earlier. In the week, you posted a picture of him.
Not done any more to him since. I've got some Imperial Fists to do. I've got the one half of Tyranids Leviathan to do in Xenomorph from Alien style.
So very, very black.
Yeah, that's with the same guy you ordered the Black Templars as well. So very black armor. Very black. I'll be using a lot of my Corvus Black.
I'm beginning to see a bit of a theme emerging with this guy's armies and choices.
Yeah, yes.
He likes dark colours.
Yes.
Now, I know I've just seen a purple bit that I've just missed that I know I need to get. Where was it? There it is. Oh, you're breaking up there for a moment.
Was I? I wasn't talking.
Oh, he must have just been moving, catching up there. Thinking then. Never mind. Right, I want to paint his hoofs.
Ah, it's Gabriel. Hello, Gabriel.
Hello, Gabriel.
This is the one who commissioned what I'm working on.
Gabriel. Is Gabriel asking to join us?
Well, I guess so. It's up to you, really.
How well do you know Gabriel? Sorry, Gabriel, this is my first time meeting you. Normally I will not allow people on who have not met. However, you have met Sinscape, I believe, and spoke to them. So
yeah, I think you'll be all right.
You think you'll be all right? Then go ahead and click the link, fella. Go ahead and click the link. If we take the piss out of you, though, it's nothing. We're not doing it out of anything personal. We're just having a joke.
British sense of humour.
Yeah, very British sense of humour. But feel free, click that link. We'll have a chat with you, or you can have a chat with Sin about your currently commissioned army, which I'm quite excited about, and I don't know about you, and it's your army, so I'm guessing you're slightly more excited than me.
Yes, I believe he is.
I'm just excited because it's like, yeah, more Black Templars. More Space Marines. Does that mean that we're going to be getting the range refresh before the Tyranids? I hope.
Oh yeah, with the new release the reveal next week.
Yes, that's
I
the one.
believe the Tyranids were in the lead towards the end,
They were, but
it was also quite close. Maybe.
I think it was something like 53 to 47 last time I saw it.
Yeah.
But the time before that, it was the other way around at 51 to 49. So it's literally just swinging backwards and forwards between the two. So we shall see. We shall see. Is it supposed to be this weekend? We find out.
Yeah. This weekend coming.
But they've already closed the entries now.
Yeah, they're just kind of like counting it up. Well, I'm sure they already know the answer. They're just making us wait till next week.
Yeah, of course. They don't want to give us anything that we might actually want or like or enjoy.
Well, they have their release. They have their preview days on Sundays, don't they? So
Roundtree's got a lot to answer for. A bloody lot to answer for, is that man? At one point,
Gabriel, are you jumping on Gabriel or?
if you wish to jump up, click that link. It's a small setup of a camera and a microphone. At least a microphone if you're coming up. And this is being done solely off just recommendation. Hello. I'm assuming this is Gabriel.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine, mate. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. You?
No, this thing's doing a bloody editing.
Okay, cool.
I
Sorry
keep
about
finding
that.
little
I've
bits
never
of
done
Greg.
this before.
Say again, sorry? Didn't quite catch that last bit.
I'll be on and off because I take care of a few things, but I'll be here.
No worries, man. No worries. So I believe these Black Templars are yours that are currently being painted. Obviously, I'm painting Tyranids at the moment, so I'm not doing anything for you. It is Sinscape, I believe, who is doing your Black Templars.
Hello.
Yeah. What made you choose Black Templars, mate? Not criticise. I'm just wondering why you chose Black Templars because they are pretty cool. Can't admit.
I've always really liked Black Templars. I like the imagery.
So the fleur-de-lis crusadery type, almost Templar. Well, they are called Black Templars, aren't they?
Yeah. Templar like.
But almost, yeah, the Knights Templar style. Very roby, very French with their iconography, which I'm not too keen on.
Hey, I'll be back, guys. Just give me a moment. I shall return.
No worries. Yeah, they have fleur-de-lis all over them.
No, they don't.
They do. Oh no, it's the Sisters of Battle, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're the Frenchies.
Black Templars aren't French.
No, they're the Italians, aren't they? They're the ones that are trying to take up the Christian church style. They're the Italians. And before you complain, what do you mean Christian church Italians? That's where Rome is. That's where the Roman Catholic Church is coming from. If you can't figure out that Rome's in Italy, then go back and do geography. Rome is in Italy. Despite the fact that they probably want to be on their own at some point. He's not looking too bad at the moment. Definitely needs that dry brush over him to dull that purple down a bit. He looks very cartoony at the moment. Especially if I put him next to him. It's like, yeah.
Dry brushing is extremely useful.
Oh, yes. Well, as I said, it's just going to be one big dry brush over this bugger. Wait till he dries a bit more. Get a slightly bigger brush out. Now, where's that bit that I've just seen that I need to? There it is. I need to go right in there. Right in there. Come on, you little. Why? Why? Why put stupid things in like this? That they know damn well you're not going to be able to get a brush in. Never mind an airbrush or anything else. You're not even going to fart in that gap and get anything in there. Seriously, I could stick it under a water tap and still not get anything in that fucking bit there.
I'll just keep it a shade. It would be dark.
I know, but at the moment it's got too much white in it, so I've got to put something in there just to darken it down a little bit more.
Well, you don't have to be neat with shade.
No, I'm just slapping it in there. There you go. There's some colour. There you go. See, that's better. It's got some colour in it.
There you go. Complaining, and then you get it sorted.
Yeah, I never said I couldn't do it. I'm just going to complain and whinge and bitch about it while I do it.
Typical English Scouser just complaining.
I am not a scout. Look, Welshie.
Welsh?
Yeah, exactly. That's how insulted I am. You just called me a scouser. I am not a bleeding scouser.
You're from Merseyside, aren't you?
No. No, I'm from the other one that broke away from Lancashire.
It's all the same thing.
I'm a little further inland with the two greatest teams on the planet at the moment.
If you're talking about football, I don't give any amount of shite about that. I know nothing about it.
Oh, come on. It's the only city that has two teams that have both won the treble.
Okay.
And that's Manchester, of course. United.
Manchester and Liverpool are pretty much the same. It's like the difference between Newcastle and Sunderland. They're both the same.
We're kind of like brothers. We hate each other. We can't stand each other. Just don't get in between us or we'll turn on you.
Yeah.
We can say what we want about each other, but nobody else can get involved. It's one of those. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
Which is, I find quite amusing because I don't think I've actually met a Scouser that I don't like. They are generally quite nice people.
They are. I've been there a couple of times, and the city was. I didn't like the city because it was dirty and. Well, yeah, dirty and not very. Didn't feel all that nice, but the people are good.
The people are good. I'm gutted I'm not going to be able to go over next month to play some D&D. Can't afford it, essentially, which is a bit of a shame because I would have enjoyed that meeting up with Ezra and Mars again.
Yeah.
Although this time not kicking Ezra's ass on the 40k table instead of to play D&D, but I can't afford it. Kids fleece me in Blackpool. I know, boy, did they make sure they fleeced. They got everything they wanted, everything they could get out. I want to do this, right, fine. It's probably going to be your only holiday this year, so yeah, we'll do it. We'll do that, we'll do whatever we can get in. And they seem to enjoy it, which I'm glad about. Right. Oh, I've missed a bit of the Carnifexes. Oh, you son of a... Green. You can be green. I hate it when I miss spots. Well, then again, I'm going for the arm's length rule on basically tabletop rule. Does it look good from arm's length? Can I tell?
Yeah.
Can I tell what the bleeding hell it is? Yeah, right. There we go. Job's done. I mean, my brother-in-law, who's also collects, but he prefers Necromunda as opposed to 40k. Oh, it's ridiculous to the level of detail he's going through on some of his stuff. He got the Shadow War boxer, Shadow War Armageddon, before Necromunda got re-released. He released that box with the Scouts and the Orcs, and you got a load of the Mechanicus terrain with it.
Oh, neat.
And he's going through every wire, every pipe, everything on the walkways, on all of it. And it's just like, how? What, I mean, it looks fantastic, but you've got to go and look for it.
Yeah.
Because the arm's length rule, it looks good. But it's got the, right, okay, let's bring it closer. Oh, wow. No, I didn't realise you painted the handles on the frigging fire extinguishers. It's just like, what the hell were you thinking? In fact, you may even be listening now, to be quite honest. I've got 5 viewers in. Peter, I'm going to guess Buzzer's still here. I don't know who. So there's potentially Kevin's still here. So there's 3 people. The other 2 people I'm not too sure unless Gabriel's still got the window open for YouTube and is watching as well as being in here.
I would imagine.
Which is strange because we haven't got any feedback. Normally you get feedback if you do that. Right, what colour should I paint that slab of rock? Don't say
rock coloured.
I'm back, my little hamster. I was gone for 5 minutes. I had to feed my dogs and my wife.
That's cool.
Fair enough. Right, let's see what colour I've got for rock. Sorry, carry on, Gabriel. Sorry, mate. I'm just looking for a paint at this moment in time. Because I didn't expect to have to paint a fucking rock.
Rock's easy.
Yeah, but I wasn't expecting to paint one, so I haven't got any colour out for it.
You need to get a proper paint rack.
It sits under my desk.
What, a proper, what, like one of them?
No, mine's just a little trick. You've seen my setup. Don't talk daft.
This saves a lot of time and a lot of space on your desk. It's perfect for someone as lazy as you.
The problem is, well, I've already shown you. That's where it would go. And obviously, you've got my Stomper up there. You've got a Lego house up here. You've got Orcs. You've got a chariot. You've got my PC, my microphone, more scenery, models, paints, glue, my switch, polyfiller, letters, empty pots, models that are partway through being painted, models that are waiting to be painted.
You need to get organised.
I need a big bleeding desk. I need a room to do it in fairness. I need somewhere to actually be able to sit and go, right, I can set all this up there and it doesn't get touched and it gets sorted properly. Is what I need. But needing and being able to get something are 2 completely different things. So, a bit of Dawnstone and a bit of Rakarth.
Oh, Gabriel, I don't know. You haven't really seen your Templars painted yet properly, have you?
No, I haven't at all.
So.
Oh, wow.
I'm quite pleased with this one.
That looks awesome.
I'll go with it. I am slightly jealous of you, mate, because Sinscape is a far better painter than me, and it's like, I get to see all this coming up, and it's like I'm painting mine, she's painting somebody else's.
And then obviously you got your Emperor's Champion model there.
That's cool.
Your captain.
That is amazing. Those are pretty much finished, aren't they?
Oh God, no, not finished. There's still quite a bit of work left to do on these.
Oh really? See, I have a really blurry image, so I can't see for certain, but
If I focused on these for the rest of the night and tomorrow, I could have these finished by tomorrow night.
well, I don't want you to work yourself to death either.
I'm
What?
fine.
Hell no,
I
you
enjoy
pay for
doing
it.
it.
You work hard, damn it.
I enjoy doing it.
That's cool, but yeah, that would be awesome.
Don't make me go all Chinese sweatshop on your ass. Get someone up
So
there.
they could be ready as early as tomorrow night. Wow.
Sinscape is good.
What's scary is you'll show me when it'll look like perfection, and you're like, I'm just getting started.
Yeah. How do you think I feel? She comes up on my channel, sits there,
Yeah.
shows me up completely by just going, look at your crap paint job, look at what I've done. And it's like, oh, yeah, okay, thanks. And just completely
Well,
showed me up on my own channel.
if that's what you feel, I can take you out. I can take away your modding rights on my channel.
No, I'm only joking. Plus, who else are you going to get to tell someone to fuck off when you can't be asked? Pretty much the only reason I'm there, as far as I know. Certainly not for the intelligent,
How
witty
long do you
conversation.
think it's going to take the Tyranid to get done?
Oh, mine? I only paint once a week, so fucking ages. So tonight
Not
is...
that I care. I'm in any hurry for them. I was just curious.
well, I only paint once a week. I do this... My main priority is my Space Marine army. So I've got Space Marines. I've got freaking hundreds of them. So I've got I believe it's a Leviathan box set you've got coming up. That's being painted at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got... So my Leviathan box set's still there, waiting to be undercoated, along with the rest of the Tyranid side. And then I've got... God knows what else I've got left to do. I've still got another Age of Sigmar chariot up there to do, which is essentially the same as... I'm moving you again. Essentially the same as that one.
Oh, that looks cool.
So I've got another one of those to do. I'm just not quite happy with the transition.
Those luminous deepkin?
Say again?
Those luminous deepkin?
No, these are Stormcast Eternals.
Oh, Stormcast. Those look awesome.
They are nice models, which is why I picked them up. I picked them up because it was cheap in a magazine. I think it was £9 each. So I thought, yeah, go on, I'll have a bit of that.
Yeah, if I got an AOS army, it would definitely... I like luminous death camp realm lords a lot. I love the imagery.
Oh, Age of Sigmar, which one would it go? Who would it go? I mean, I've got I've got a few
Britannian.
They're not in Age of Sigmar. They're
I'm
in the old worlds.
I'm talking about old world. Old world straight out. I would go Britannian.
No, old world for me.
Age of Sigmar, it would be luminous realm lords.
Age of Sigmar. Because I've got Stormcast, I'll probably go Stormcast just because I've got... Right. I know I've got a captain, a commander, I've got at least one unit, I've got a wizard for them, so I've got at least a couple... There it is. I knew I had a wizard somewhere for the Stormcast. So I do have a couple of Stormcast models that are partway through being done at the moment. I was never sure of what I was going to do with them, so that's why they're still sat there. I have to get through all these 40k models first. I mean, I've got Necromunda models over there waiting to be painted. I've got D&D models waiting to be painted, actually. I've got these two lovely, lovely little creatures, which my missus wants me to paint. And they're gnome bards from WizKids. Just comparing them to the smallest model in the Tyranid box set, which is the Barb Gaunt.
Yeah.
This little gnome is absolutely diddy compared to the Barbgon, and that's the small one, not even the big Barbgon. And this poor little lady has faces.
What's gonna suck is when I build that out to a 20,000 or sorry, 2,000 point army. I intend on getting 2 of the hand version of that, and 2 of the winged version of that. That's gonna bite.
No, it's not going to be bad at all. It's not going to be bad at all. I mean, I do like the Carnifexes. The Carnifexes have always been one of my favourite models. Straight from, when did they come in? Was it third they came in? When they first came out, the original Screamer Killer Carnifex, the one that you could throw at someone and cave the skull.
Oh, the tiny little model that looked ridiculous.
Yeah, but if you threw it at someone, you would break in the skull.
Yeah.
It was a weapon. It wasn't a miniature. It just kicked the crap out of people.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
What's that?
Whoever LMP desk cam showing up as, that is me.
Well, this one.
Yeah, is that you?
Yeah, that's me. Hi.
Oh wow, that looks great, man.
He's not ready yet. He needs to be brought up to his standard.
Still looks cool.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I was having this discussion earlier with another chatter who was in there, Peter. I think I'm crap at painting, but that's because, well, any painter is their own worst critic.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you think is cool, I'm automatically not happy with, because, well, I've done it, so I'm not happy with it. Because no, I should be doing it better. I should be doing it better. But that's the point of me being on here, is I'm slowly getting better. In fact, I'm going to go find Dave. So your first time here. You've never met Dave.
It is nice to meet you, though.
It's nice to meet you too, Gabriel. Very nice to meet you. Wrong box. Dave is not in the box. Dave is in the metal box. A very old Darth Vader too.
Oh, nice Darth Vader lunchbox, man.
Thank you very much.
Hey, can you show that to the camera? I want to show my wife that. She'll die for it. Check this out.
That looks awesome.
I'm not. I can't remember when or where I got it from. Well, it was still under Lucasfilms at the time, so it was before they sold it to Disney.
That is super cool.
I've got no idea how long I've had that. It's just very, very useful. But there's Dave. Dave's one of my first ever models. And as you can see, he's not got the best paint job at all.
My first miniature was a red Space Blood Angel we've named Bob the Space Marine. Had it for 30 years.
No, I mean, when's he from? He's from about 93, 94, this one.
Oh. I didn't know.
Does anyone remember the original magazine for The Lord of the Rings, which had like a 3 miniature every week?
I do. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's where and when I started. And I was collecting that for about 6 months before I even knew what Games Workshop was. I just thought that was a collecting magazine. And then I found Games Workshop and I've been hooked to it ever since. So I've been doing it since the first ever magazine of that came out.
I remember the Balrog was first introduced, the image of it, on Games Workshop. They finally introduced what the Balrog was going to look like on the cover of a White Dwarf magazine.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Beaky's just pointing out that my camera's actually better than yours. My equipment's actually better than someone's for a change. It usually doesn't happen that way.
My phone is really good quality. I don't know why it's not very good.
You've not upped the resolution. You've not told it to use that resolution.
Suck to it. The rules suck. I mean, which just sucks because you would have thought better of Games Workshop than that because the miniatures are awesome for it.
Games Workshop sculpts is the one thing that I've never really been able to complain about. They have,
they're the best. They're definitely the best.
but their business practices and their pricing, that's a bit of a different matter.
They're getting better though.
No, they're not. They keep putting the prices up.
Yeah, but now you can get the rules for free. You don't have to have a rule book to play a game.
Yeah. How long do you think that's going to last?
They are going the route of they'll get you hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually we'll see what happens, but I'm pleased with what they've done with 10th so far.
The rules for free, and you get at least the basic rules for the models. So far, yes. We'll see where it goes. But yes, for now, they are being very generous.
Yeah. As soon as codexes come out, indexes are worthless.
Yeah.
Space Marine Codex comes out, Tyrannid Codex comes out, power creep starts all over again. Because Space Marines are going to have a load of new rules that nobody else is going to have access to.
It will supersede what's in the index card. Then you will have to start buying the book. Just like with Age of Sigmar. It's got, if you have a Warhammer Plus card account, you can create armies and stuff for every race that's available, but to get the new current ones, you have to have a battle zone.
Yeah, it's like to get the digital copy of the old codexes for 40k, you used to put the code in from the physical copy that you bought into Warhammer Plus, and then it'll give you digital access to it with all the updates and living rulebook type things.
But then the ninth edition app was absolutely abysmal.
Yeah,
it is.
And so is honestly, after looking at shows the Age of Sigmar one, really, especially after looking at this by comparison.
Well, what shocked me the most is Battlescribe announcing they will not be doing 10th edition 40k.
Yeah, because the creator is a lazy.
Well, have you looked at the current 40k army builder? It is essentially Battlescribe.
Yeah, I know. The new app is extremely good.
I think they've just said, look, here's some money, do it for us.
I don't know. I don't know, because for several years now, Battlescribe has had the problem where the creator doesn't do anything unless they're forced to.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And the people who usually do all the work on Battlescribe have said that they're going to go independent and make an outsourced app so that it's easy to edit and make changes. You can do it yourself on your own. I'm looking forward to that. That might be good.
So there is a possibility we will be getting another version of something.
Another version of Battlescribe, but they won't call it Battlescribe, obviously, because of copyright and all that. But yeah, the people who are mostly responsible for Battlescribe, who don't have the power to make the difference that Battlescribe needs, are leaving Battlescribe and doing their own.
Oh, that's reassuring, at least.
Yeah.
Because I liked Battlescribe. It was bloody brilliant.
It was good. It was very good.
Especially for getting anyone who's lazier than me at playing. See, I'm not.
I don't believe that.
I'm not lazy at playing. I'm quite focused when it comes to playing. It's the painting I'm lazy
at. Fair enough.
So it's getting those that were lazier than me at the playing. It was easier to get them to build an army. To go, there you go. What have you got? How many points do you want to do? What do you want to do? Right, fine, I'll build your army for you. Done. I know what you've got. I know what you want to do. I know roughly what type of playstyle you want to do. I've already built my force, so that doesn't matter. I'll build your army for you, and usually I don't get a fucking ass kicked.
Yeah.
That's what happened last time. Last game I had in against the Grey Knights in 9th edition. I built my force, and I built his force, and then he proceeded to table me in 3 turns. And it was like, oh, for God. Can't really complain. I built both armies, so technically I won. I was just
He
not
didn't
playing the side
technically
that won.
win.
Say again?
He didn't technically win just because you built his army for him.
Well, I built both forces.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you won.
I
He
just
still
needed
played.
somebody else to control the other force for me. So he controlled the other force for me. So technically I won because I built both armies. I was playing me. Even though they were all his models and it was all his army. But yeah, still. Okay, so how do you look now? Aha, I see that's looking better.
Oh, I've got a little visitor.
A riveter.
A visitor.
Oh, his kitty cat come see you.
Yeah, well, she's not standing still. Hey, Biscuit, come here.
There we go. So we now have Carnifex. We have Wing
It's
Prime.
Biscuit.
Here's Kitty Kit. Oh, little ginger kitty.
You're
Here comes ginger kitty.
That's Biscuit. The other one, Cookie, she'll never let me carry her like that.
Oh, I just realised my phone's gone off. Why has my phone gone off? That's not good. At least you can still hear me. Yay.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Yeah, because what the hell's going on with my phone? Oh, don't make me use this one. I don't want to use this one. This one doesn't like taking the headphones. Fine. How much power's left?
It's fine this way because we don't have to look at your face.
Cheeky fucker. No, you can sod that right off. Now I'm making sure I get the other bloody fine. Where did I put that link? I know I've put it somewhere, I just can't remember where. It should be in how much of my screen can be seen on there, because there's some things that aren't supposed to be seen on this, especially this particular place. That I'm going to get all the things that I wish to post privately.
I totally forgot your name. You're not to pardon me, but the person that's on the big screen right now,
Yes.
are these a commission? Yeah.
No.
Is
These are
this
just
a
mine.
commission, or is this for you?
This is all for me. I have about 12,000 points worth of Space Marines, about 3,000 points worth of Orcs, and about 700 points worth of Tyranids at this moment in time. I've got most of the Space Marines done, apart from the Leviathan box set.
I was just curious if the Tyranids were going to be for yourself or if you're selling them.
No, these are all for me.
Cool.
Basically, I'm building my own chapter.
How are you planning to finish it out to 1,000 points from what they came in the box?
How much would I flesh out? Which side? Which side are you asking me to flesh out? The Tyranid side or the Space Marine side? If it was a Space Marine side, I would be sticking...
The Tyranid side, I'm sorry. I was referring to what you are painting right now. I'm sorry. It wasn't more specific.
That's no worries. The Tyranid side... What's going on? Please don't say I've got echo. Don't say I've got echo.
You don't have echo.
Good. The Tyranid side, if I was going to flesh it out, it would be a winged Hive Tyrant. Then it would be an additional unit of Carnifexes. Then, if I could get hold of them, it'll be Biovores. Maybe another unit of Gaunts just to throw forward. But I've liked Biovores for a very long time, especially considering they were the unmissable unit. They couldn't miss in 5th and onwards. Even if you missed your shot, you would put a spore mine down 3 inches away, and it would then immediately move towards them and blow up. Or if they moved anywhere near
Oh God,
it
I remember them. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a guaranteed 100% hit unit, and it was the only one you could get in the game as far as I was concerned. Because, apart from templates, flamer templates, but you have to get right up close to get a flamer template to be working. Whereas a 48-inch range, launch a spore mine, hits them, does damage, misses them, put a spore mine just in front of them. Then when they're trying to chew through all your little meat shields and worrying about your big things that are coming charging at them, yeah, you're just chucking spore mines over at them constantly. So that's how I'd expand it.
That might change soon though, because there'll be Tyranids might be getting a new preview on the weekend. Lots of new models and rules coming out for them.
New preview coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Sunday. I don't know if you know, but there's been a campaign going. Everyone around the world has been playing games, Space Marines vs. Tyranids, and reporting their game, the results of the game, to Games Workshop. And whichever side wins, whichever side has won, is going to be included in the story of 40k, like in general. And the winning team, so Space Marines or Tyranids, are going to get their announcements on Sunday of all their new models, preview of the new rules, and all of that stuff available for pre-order.
Yes. And last time I checked, Tyranids were winning, but I have no idea at the moment.
Yeah, they were winning by a little bit. So next Sunday, you might get new Tyranid stuff announced.
I won't be buying anything. I won't be buying any more Tyranids. There are so many good STL files out there for Tyranids at the moment.
That may change what I get in. So for now, I was thinking of just getting one real pissed off Trigen to fill it out.
A Trigon. Oh, that is.
Oh, I thought they looked really cool.
Yeah, it's that big one.
Yeah, the big, massive. Yeah. You got a Parasite of Mortrex and the Turvagon as well, haven't you? Which is 2 big whopping things. As well as the Biotitan. What's the Biotitan called?
Isn't that the Forge World one, the huge thing?
Yeah, that's the massive.
Oh God, yeah. If you wanted me to pay that's not going to be a cheap one.
No, is it? But I think it's like a £300-400 model as it is to start with.
Yeah.
Never mind anything else to do with painting but it's a massive thing. And that'll probably.
It's so big it doesn't have a base. You can't have a base on it.
No, you can't. It just stands on. Is it 6 legs?
Yeah.
And he's got a bigger footprint than a standard Warhound Titan.
Yeah. Much bigger.
Like that gigantic Hierophant or whatever it's called, it begins with an H or whatever. Yeah.
Hierophant. It might be a Hierophant actually. Let's just go have a quick look.
Might be a Hierophant. That rings a bell.
Yeah. That's why I'm just going to have a quick look now. I'm going to nip over to Forge World, see if I can drag it up while I'm trying to spread PVA glue around this base so I can base him up. Get off the fucking Wing Prime, you little shit. I call him little shit. He's probably the biggest Tyranid I've got. But still, get off him. Alright, Where are we looking for? We are looking for Forge World. There we are. Close Games Workshop. You can go away now. Xenos armies, Tyranids. They only do 5. Yeah, the Hierophant Biotitan. Temporarily out of stock online.
Yeah. Probably because they're going to remove it.
There might be plastic in it.
Oh, I don't think they'll plastic that one just yet.
Well, they've got to put something in. Everyone else has got access to Titanics of some degree.
Yeah, but I think they'll probably do something in between.
What, like the Gorkanaut and Markanaut, which are shite?
I think they'll do something in between like the Carnifex and that Hierophant. I think they'll like we have the Imperial Knights. You know, they're big, but not as big as the Titans. I think they'll probably do a small range of Tyranids that are big, but not as big as that.
Are the Knights still classified as Titanic units? Oh shit, I need to get rid of that. Otherwise, I'm not keeping
They'll have a Knight.
They're called towering units, I think.
They have a what?
Towering.
Towering.
Yeah. Great big bleeding things that don't hide behind buildings.
Yeah.
So that's what they're calling their new Knight Death thing now. They're called towering units.
I think so. As opposed to Titanic, which is what your knights in. But Baneblades still have Titanic keyword, don't they?
Do they?
As far as I'm aware, they've still got.
I thought it would be super heavy keyword.
Well, that's what Titanic eventually got changed to.
Was it? All right, okay.
Yeah, you had super heavies, which was where your Titanic vehicles and monsters and creatures and walkers went. They were all classified as super heavies.
Yeah, I know that, but I didn't think that Baneblade was called Titanic keyword.
Yeah, I thought it had that keyword. I could be completely wrong. I'm not a guard player. So.
I don't know. I've not looked for a long time on that kind of thing. I've not seen the Baneblade rules yet.
I would ask my friend, but he's not got a clue because he's not bothered looking it up either. In fact, I don't even think he's finished painting his Armoured Force yet.
I would check, but my phone is my camera right now.
What you want to check for? I'll look it up. What do you want to check for?
Does a Baneblade or Shadowblade or Shadows, one of the big super heavies for the guard, does it have the Titanic keyword? And that is how you do it, by messing everything up on your desk.
Well, I was working. What about them? What do you want them looked up for? So I know what I'm looking for.
The Baneblade tank in the Imperial Guard Index, does it have the Titanic keyword?
You can just press the search icon on the top of the screen and type in Baneblade and it'll come up.
I know. Let me look it up. I was going to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that.
Does it have it? Does it not? Ooh.
You know what I'm looking for.
Yay, nice grassy base. To match all the others. No, you can't see where I've been putting my fingers when I've been holding the base at all.
Oh, wait, I don't need it.
Big black thing there. Right. Do I carry on? What time are we on? 20 past 2. Oh, I've been going for what, 2 hours? See, I've got him done. I've got this. It's all the big stuff that I've got primed. So I still have him primed and ready to go. But I'm really not sure what to do with
it. Basically, it says it's a super heavy thing.
It's just a super heavy, so it doesn't have the Titanic keyword.
There's no title for it.
I'm pretty sure Titanic is just for the big walkers, like the Titans and Knights.
Yeah.
So the Stomper should have it.
Yeah, the Stomper should have Titanic.
Yay! I still have a
Right.
Titanic vehicle. Just one Titanic vehicle. I just have one, but I still have one, which is good.
I just realised I made a mistake on these.
Don't tell them that when the customer's bleeding there. You.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. It's just I painted these helmets red, but they should be white for the stern guard.
You tit.
Oh, fuck off. Making them white now. Literally, I'm the only one who knows that they should be white, but, you know.
Yeah, but if you're the one who knows it should be white and you're the one painting them, then yeah, you're the one that's going to go, well, fuck that up. Alright. I'm happy with. I don't want to go grabbing loads of purple again. Or do I? Because there's a lot of purple on that big bugger. It's a lot of purple. Green tentacles, mouth, green claws.
Jessica, you're right.
Don't tell her that. She'll never let us drop it.
I'm always right.
No, you're fucking not. But God, was she right over? Sorry, man. What's she right about?
Everything.
Fuck off, you. I want this once in a lifetime thing to be brought out into public. Jessica's right on something for a change.
I'm always right.
No, you're not. Half the time you left. Yeah, anyway, yeah. What's she right about? Damn it, the suspense is now is just. You can't just say that. Come on.
Tell us what I'm right about on this particular occasion, because obviously I'm right all the time. But what is it this particular occasion?
Yeah, see, Beaky's got it right. Red was only ever the undercoat. What was you on about?
What did Beaky say? Red was only ever the undercoat. Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. What mistake? No mistake. It was just the undercoat.
Yeah, white goes over red nicely, so yeah.
Yeah, yeah, sure it does. I've tried putting white over all sorts of colours. Red's definitely
to be fair,
the easiest.
look, this is what I mean about that white. That's one coat of white over the red. So that white is very good.
Okay, I'll let you off with that Corax white. Is that the base coat Corax or that?
Yes, it's a base white. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
this is the
rattle can but in a pot. It's what they sell you as the contrast primer, but in a pot.
No, it's not like that kind of white. It's not that heavy white. It's like a very, very, very light grey.
Oh.
But like I said with the black, nothing white is actually white. It just reads like white.
Oh, that's the thing. A lot of painting, like especially particularly in these fashions, a lot of it is trick of the eye, as opposed to actually painting it the colour that you think it's going to be. You've got to kind of fool the eye into going, look, it looks that colour, but it's not.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think a lot of people make mistakes with. You don't want to paint black as black. You don't want to paint white as white. It's about what it looks like at the end, and not what the pot of paint says it is. You know.
Yeah. Oh.
Like this is a good example. If I can find it. Where's my colours? Here we go.
Where are we?
So that one and
let me find my mouse. There you go.
Yeah, here, right? See these colours?
Yep.
One of them's green, one of them's blue. Which one do you think is which?
They're both blue.
No. The one on the left is called Athematic Blue, and the one on the right is Achelian Green. So the blue one is a green, and the green one is a blue.
Nice, yeah. I'd call them both blue.
Really? I think that one is green. Better than
Yeah.
I definitely probably shouldn't say this with a client in the chat, but I am partly colourblind.
See, I saw that green as a cyan, which I classify cyan as blue.
Okay, it looks green to me.
Don't get me wrong, there was green tinges in there, and cyan does have a lot of green in it. But I still classify it as part of the blue spectrum, even though it is further towards the green end of it than, say, purple.
Yeah.
You can still touch it in the blue spectrum, but yeah, it's definitely tell you it's got a bit of red in there. You fucking. Where's it go? There it is. I'm going to need some more purple at this rate. I didn't think I'd be running out of that one colour particularly this quick, because it's one colour I didn't think I'd be using. Particularly not.
What, you didn't think you'd be using purple when you've chosen purple as a colour scheme?
Well, when I bought the paints, I didn't think I'd be using the purple. I bought the paints over a year ago. So I'm thinking, yeah, the flesh colours, the yellows, the reds, yeah, they'll all get used. The greens on the arcs, yeah, of course they will. What am I going to use bloody purple? I don't want nothing else purple. I want nothing I want to paint purple. Lo and behold, a year later, I am painting Tyranids purple with a 1/2-inch brush. That's how you do fine detail on shitting armour, isn't it? You get yourself a nice 1/2-inch brush and hope to bloody God that you don't slip.
Yeah. Do you mean like with the lines on the edge?
No, I mean just painting the entire thing. I've got a 1/2-inch brush and I've got to paint.
Oh, right.
I'm just going to go right, yeah. There you go.
Or you can get a load of masking tape around everything except the chitin, and spit.
I could do that, but that means I've got to go walk a couple of miles to go get the airbrush.
How stupid of me, you're lazy.
Come back and set it all up at stupid o'clock at night, and that means that I will get a visit from upstairs saying, turn that shit off. So, I'll give that one a miss for this evening. However, I do intend to be picking up the airbrush, or at least trying to borrow it soon, just so I can get the base coating done on all the others.
Airbrushes are definitely a lifesaver.
Well, it's not just that, with it being a lifesaver, because there's no propellant in it. It's just compressed air. It's that smell you don't have to put up with as well.
Yeah. The one I use is just an air compressor.
Yeah, if you can get those, then it's like, it's so much easier.
I do need a better compressor though, because my one's only like the small PSI.
Well, I'll go find if I can get to Amazon. Where are you? Amazon UK. I'll do. Because I should be able to log into my wish list from here. Stop moving. And then go find the damn thing. Where is it? I want it to be right at the bottom. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So while we are... we have been left. I disappeared.
Yeah, he disappeared a few minutes ago. Don't know where. Might just come back on again.
Okay. That's the airbrush compressor and set that I will be going for. That I will. It's not a bad one, really.
Bit of a delay on my tablet, so it'll show. Here we go. It's loading up now.
So you've got the compressor.
Oh yeah, I want to avoid something as huge as that though, if I can.
They're well worth it. They are well worth it, because
when
it fills that tank up,
I know.
You get a good. What are both orange? Okay, I'm missing something here. Why was we scammed, Buzzard? Scammed? What did we get scammed on? I've been
What?
using yellow. You said we got scammed because they're both orange. I don't know what both orange are.
You were scammed. They were both orange.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they do. I think just being a cocky dick about my 2 pence.
Fair enough, right. As long as we've got context,
Because
I'm
I
all
said
right.
I'm colourblind.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Now you see context, and here we go. We are back. We are back.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Got disconnected.
We have got you loud and clear, which is good. Don't. Why do these models always come with something that can grab a wire?
What?
Can grab a wire if it goes too close to it. It gets
Well,
caught in the floor.
you being careless.
Can grab a wire if it gets too close to it.
It's just you being careless.
I don't have much. I don't have anywhere else to go with these. I can't. There's careless, and then there's nowhere else for it to bloody well go. See, yeah, and then you got a little bit of more Yorkshire. Go. Or more Yonner, actually. Heading out towards that direction. Right, let's get the nice big half.
I'm gonna have to split for a while. Before I go, can I see one more shot of my Marines? Thank you.
Although Jessica will need to up her camera resolution.
I don't know how to do that. Hold on.
Go-
Hold on. I'll do something else.
Go into your settings on your camera. Make sure it's just showing whatever thing you're using. It's showing at the highest resolution it can.
Thanks
You
for
will only
letting
get
me hang out with you guys.
no problem, man. No problem. I did break one of my rules, but I did it knowing that you were being vouched for by Jessica. So feel free for next time. I will recognize you both in the chat and I don't know how to pronounce it. Is that supposed to be Wrath as your screen name? I think it's Wrath. First of all, let's change me around so you don't have to look at my ugly fucking face. But yeah, I'll recognise you in the chat, and if you wish to call up again while I'm up, please feel free. There are a few ways of getting up here. Oh, we have better quality photo, possibly.
Is that better?
Marginally.
Marginally. Right, well, I don't know how to do it, so.
Are you using an iPhone?
No, of course I'm not using an iPhone. I'm not an idiot.
Oh,
But Samsung.
Well, yeah, I don't see why you're having issues.
So you wanted to see yours up close, did you, Gabriel?
He did.
Yes, please.
So you got the. We'll go through the models. But
Hold
your
on
dreadnought.
1 second. Hold on 1 moment.
All right, okay.
I believe you're going to get a bigger audience for this. Look, honey, this is what I spent all that money on. And then he gets kicked out of the house. I only get new models when my missus allows. Which is the birthdays, Christmas.
And that's the benefit of me living on my own and single.
Well, yes.
I can get whatever I want.
Problem is, if I was on my own and single, then yeah, my money would be going way up the wazoo by now. And not just on this stuff. I would have a 3D printer for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And then from there, I would, God knows what I'd be doing. Oh, no. If I actually got full access to a 3D printer to go, there you go, print whatever the hell you want off it, I'd I don't want to think I know what I'd do because there's that much stuff that I'll go, right, I want one of them, 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 6 of them, 9 of them, 14 of them, 300 of those. I'm like, what are you doing? Making an army. Which one? All of them.
Yeah, all of them.
So you can't do that. Watch. I'm going to get every single one. I'm going to get an STL file that's close enough to go, yep, that can be that. And I'm going to print 96 of the bloody things out. Now, one-page rules have got a lot of models that would proxy very well for Tyranids. I would rather pay one-page rules prices for an STL file that I can then duplicate over and over and over again than buy a box of Games Workshop models that I get to use once and that's it. It's done. However I've put it together, and I'm stuck with it in that fashion.
Yeah.
So being able to
totally get that.
And lucky for me, I do know a couple of people with 3D printers. It's just temperatures aren't too great at the moment, apparently.
Temperature?
But, yeah. Temperature's a big thing for the resin.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't know that.
If it's too warm or too cold, it doesn't react properly.
Yeah, didn't know that.
And neither did I until I got told. It's like, no, I can't do it today, mate. Why? It's too cold for my resin. My resin's not curing properly when it's going through the stages. It's like, oh.
Okay. That's interesting. I had no idea.
Yeah, and the same thing could happen if it's too warm, apparently, as well. So it's like, oh, right, okay. Didn't know.
Fair enough.
Now I do.
I had no idea. Maybe that's something a problem that will hopefully get addressed.
Well, it depends on.
Gabriel just messaged me, said that it had to run, YouTube crashed.
Ah, okay.
So I'll just send him pictures soon.
Well, you'll get a higher quality out of that anyway, then, if you're doing pictures. This one, I believe, might actually end up being done a hell of a lot quicker than the other one. Already, it's like, oh, crap, I've got that far. Get a bit of purple. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why does it always run out and dry up just as the point where you want to use it? Every single time. I'm blaming Buzzard.
Yeah, it's Buzzard's fault. Always Buzzard's fault.
In fact, no, I shouldn't blame Buzzard because Buzzard's going to come and get me. It's your fault.
Never my fault. I'm always right, remember?
No, you're always half left. No matter which way around you want to look at it, you've always got a left hand, you've always got a left foot.
Even when I'm wrong, I'm right.
Only half of the time. And we all know being left is better anyway. Or at least I do. Right. So that should be right now. I need yellow on that bit, but then I need green towards the end. Of course. That makes perfect sense for me to have two separate colours on the same fucking part of the model. Right, where's my yellow gone? This is what I'm not surprised I'm running out of, because that is really good for lights. I don't know. Who was it who found that out of? I think it was Eric's Hobby Workshop. Or it's either that or Nab makes. And he showed us, like, yeah, paint your light in ivory and just a dab of speed paint. And it just works wonders to make a light, to make, the wired lights.
Yeah.
It just works wonders on those, just to give it that effect of a slight glowy bit. But now I'm finding I'm going to use more yellow. Oh, I've got a Space Marine leg there as well.
All I ever hear you do when you're painting is complaining.
Yep. All I ever do is complain.
You should change your name to Complaining Mini Painting.
Moaning mini painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much all I ever do is complain. Nothing's ever right, ever.
And it's pathetic little things that are completely avoidable.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't complain about anything big or major because there's no point complaining about something big or major. You might as well just sort it out.
There is nothing to complain about.
No, that's why I complain about it.
When you prick your fingers on a spiky bit of a model, it's stupid. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've done it like 4 times.
No, I've done it. I do it pretty much every time.
That's what I mean. It's avoidable because you're just being careless.
Yeah. Lazy. Lazy is the word you're looking for. I'm being lazy with it. It's like, I know I could sit there and be more precise. Well, I can and I can't. I have to do it at this degree because if for any reason I have an attack while I'm here, then, models getting launched across the room and I ain't painting no more.
What do you mean by attack? I mean, you don't have to answer that if you don't want to, but...
limbs lock.
Oh, right, okay. I understand.
So, yeah, I can't move, essentially.
Fair dues. I understand.
So it makes it rather difficult to paint at that point.
Well, yeah, it will do.
So I kind of have to not so much rush, but I know I can't spend 5 hours on the model when I want to.
Yeah. Yeah, totally get it.
I've got to kind of go, right, get it paint, get through it. That's why I like the speed paint so much for these, although I will use normal paints for Space Marines because they just look better. It looks so much better. Let's get you under there done. Get you under there done. And this is the bit that I hate because you've got to go looking underneath the model for the little tiny bits that I like. What?
That's why when I can, I don't glue them to the base.
But he's not at the moment. He's just tacked in off the 3 thingy points.
Yeah.
Just so I've got somewhere to hold it so he can come up off it if I need him to.
Yeah. I've got a special base for him as well. Like the Gabriel who's commissioned this, his Tyranid half are going to be on the same style of bases. And I've got to convert the base of that model to go on that.
Well, it's a pretty flat base.
Well, look at it from the side though.
Ah, right. No, that's not a flat base.
Yeah.
Right. No, he is flat.
Yeah.
I mean, you could angle him.
I could, and that's probably what I'm gonna end up having to do.
Put him more of a stalking down the stairs or coming up the stairs, either way.
Yeah.
Stalking down the stairs might be a little bit of an easier option for it.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a Dremel, so I can file away the plastic and get it right.
Yeah, as well as put any pins in that you need.
Yeah, exactly. I've only used that once before. I bought it because it's like, I know it's a useful tool to have.
I think I've used my Dremel more for board building than anything else.
Yeah.
Essentially cutting up a crap load of 1x1 boards so I can then rearrange them and have them laid out as a 6x4 table.
Yeah.
And then I got the cardboard ones, which put them into irrelevance. Because the cardboard.
That reminds me, I'm planning on building an epic gaming board.
Oh, so micro scale.
Yeah. I'm going to wait for a little bit to see what kind of terrain options we get for epic.
Yeah, it'll be the
and
same.
I'm going to build like a proper cityscape thing for it, which is going to look awesome.
I should imagine they'll start out with the Titanicus terrain.
Yeah, probably.
There's only one small problem with that, Buzzard. Jessica's further north than either one of us.
I'm not a northerner, though. I'm in Scotland.
Oh, so yeah. You still. How can you not be a northerner from Scotland?
Because a northerner is a derogatory term for the people who live in the north of England.
Who said it's a derogatory term?
Well, it's usually a derogatory term. I use it in a derogatory way.
No, it's a compliment.
Nah. A lot of northern people I mean, well, I don't want to say stuff like that because it's.
You are
I lived in the northeast for most of my life. I moved to Scotland, and I defected to Scotland. I do not like the northeast of England.
I'm alright. I'm northwest.
Same thing.
I'm pretty much as far southeast as you can go and still be northwest.
Yeah, you're middle.
No, I'm northwest, which is weird, seeing as my position in the country. Because yeah, I should be classified as middle, but I'm not. It's just my heading. Why do the Midlands, which is so far south, get called the Midlands?
Yeah.
So why? You're not in the middle of anything.
I think it's because when they named that area, it was the middle of England at the time.
Oh, because the border was further down before the Romans put up the 3-foot wall to keep out the Scottish.
Well, not just that, but England was split into 4 or 5 kingdoms, I believe. So that was probably the middle of one of those kingdoms.
Oh, yeah, the middle's very part of the and all that, won't it? Middlesex,
Yeah.
Sussex.
Yes, Sussex and all that. That was all one kingdom, combining like Essex, Sussex, and Wessex and stuff like that.
And then that would have made up the Southern Kingdom, and then you got the Shires, which make up the Southwesterns and the Mid, and the further north.
And I only know all this because of Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
That's the one I've not played, actually. I stopped playing after the London one because it was boring as crap.
It was, but the Greek one was good, and the Valhalla one is very good.
Okay, compare it to Black Flag.
I think Black Flag is probably better than Odyssey, but I think Valhalla is better than Black Flag.
Right, because I really enjoyed Black Flag.
Yeah, so did I.
I think I spent hours and hours and hours just literally sailing around singing along with the men because I learned the shanty.
Yeah. Well, Valhalla's got the boat back again.
Oh, good.
It's a smaller boat. It's not as much customization. It's just like one of those Viking warships.
It's a longboat rather than a pirating ship. Or a privateer ship.
Yeah. But it's still good. You can customize it and stuff like that, but you don't have you can't build it up to be like man of war and with massive amount of cannons. And I mean, there's no such thing as cannons in.
I was going to say the cannons probably don't exist within that one, do they?
No, they don't.
It's more raiding ship to ship.
It's raiding ship to ship and arrows. It's mostly archers and flame archers that you use.
Oh, so no firearms whatsoever.
No firearms. Just the only firearms are archery, and you don't use them yourself. Just your crew on the ship. All of your own weapons are. Oh no! What am I talking about?
I'm going to say you should probably get bow. You probably at least get a bow and arrow if they're available.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you get bow and arrow. Yeah, there's 3 different types.
And then, what do you get? A standard arrow, flaming arrow.
No, no,
Stunning arrow?
different. No, there's a. I can't remember what they're called, but one of them is good for long range. One of them is good for short range, rapid fire, and the other one is like a standard type of bow, which is you pull back and you let go to fire. They all have They all have their uses.
Oh, so you get a long bow, a standard bow, and a short recurve.
Yeah, basically.
The short recurve being the rapid fire because it's much smaller and easier to draw.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
You get them.
Then your big long bow, which is obviously your long range distance, and then your standard bow, which is what, about 3 foot in length, and should
Yeah.
cover you a fair few, at least 100 or so meters, get you to the next ship.
And the combat system in Valhalla is pretty good.
I've just been told to be quiet.
Who by?
The silent one near the door that you can't see.
Why do you have to be quiet? Is your kids in bed or something?
Yes, I'm also directly underneath my bedroom.
Oh, right, okay.
Which means my missus has just come down. I'm being too loud. Shut the fuck up.
Okay. Does that mean you're going to have to disappear soon?
I don't have to disappear soon, but I will be disappearing after I've got the base. We've got the underside of this bloody thing done. Because he's not far off being done, really.
Yeah.
I just need to get the underside of him right under there. Which I'm not looking forward to. That looks quite difficult to get in it.
You undecided which one? Oh, yeah, that one, yeah.
Getting right into his rib cages and the bottom of his mouth. And
yeah.
He is not very easy.
The way I see it is you can just leave it darker than the rest and just say it's the shadow.
Yeah, I would have, but it looks like the grey spray got under there.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, I'm going to have to put something in there now. Whether I want to or not, so I'm just going to throw the yellow in there.
Just put a shade in it. Just get a big brush and throw a shade under it.
Well, I'm just going to throw the yellow contrast under it and go, right, there you go, done. And not even doing a neat job of it, just slap it in there as hard as it can go.
Yeah, you don't need to be neat.
No.
It's only you who's going to know it's like that.
Oh, no. Some other people who I might show this to, or who might come down to see this, will scrutinise it.
Fair enough.
And I don't mean, oh yeah, that looks good, and oh yeah, so they will be like, oh right, okay. So which bits did you miss then? Never mind looking at the bits that I missed. What do you think about the bits that the colour scheme he's actually got? Yeah, it's all right, but
to be fair, I'd probably be one of those people.
I understand why they do it, because it's like, yeah, okay, you hold yourself to that standard, but I'm not holding myself to that standard, so sod off.
You don't hold yourself to that standard, yet you're still submitting to it.
Well, yeah, kind of. But I want to get it to the point where I can go, right, now I can put it on the table and you can tell what it is. From there, I can go, right, what am I not happy with? Well, he needs more he needs that doing, he needs that doing, he needs that doing, he needs that doing. I could do with doing more on there, more on them. I could do with changing the helmets on sergeants, for instance, to make them stand out a little bit more. And just do little bits then to build up the detail and make them stand out more. That's the point where I'll probably go, right, okay, I need custom decals. And that's when I'll start putting decals over them and actually finishing it off properly. At the moment, it's just get the colours down, get it to a point where I'm happy with it on a tabletop, and then I can take it from there.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of people don't realise they can do, is just paint bits and then come back to it later.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to paint the entire thing in once. No, you don't. You don't have to paint it in one sitting. You come back to it later when your eyes are a bit better and you've got more focus and you're not as tired. Your hands aren't as jittery.
I've painted things in one sitting.
Oh, that Carnifex was done tonight.
Yeah.
So it's not impossible,
No.
but I won't be getting the second model done tonight. I'll finish him off probably during the week, just with his dry brush and basing him.
Yeah.
And then come next week, I believe, I'm not sure what I want to do next week. Do I want to do Van Ryan's Leapers? Or do I want to do the... whatever these bloody things are called?
Which ones? I can't really see. I've got the handle. If you move your hand to the left a little bit. Oh, yeah. The barb gaunts.
No, those are the barb gaunts.
Left again? No, the other left. Is it? I thought they were the newer. I thought they were Neurogons.
Are they Neurogons?
Yeah, they're the psychic ones. They're useless for anything except for keeping your army hive mind together. The Barbgons, the ones with the big cannons on the side, they're the Barbgons.
Ah, right, yes. So Barbgons, which I think could proxy for Biowars. Provided they don't decide to put Biowars on 60 mil fucking bases. Which I've got a feeling they will do now that I've said that and it's out on the internet and Games Workshop are going to listen to it and go, right, we're going to annoy him. Why is that? Because we're
yeah, of course. That's all they've ever... That's what a multi-billion-pound company, one of the best wargaming companies in the world, looking at lazy mini painting and thinking, yeah, let's fuck him over.
You'll be surprised, actually, how many things I've gone, I should do that, and then Games Workshop have just decided to shut it down and screw me over.
Oh, don't be stupid.
Oh, no. The Space Marine Vanguard set. No, the Combat Patrol?
Yeah.
I decided, right, okay, I want 2 boxes of them. The day I decided that, no longer available.
Well, that's not Games Workshop. That's other people's fault for buying too many of them.
That's the thing. They don't buy too many of them. Games Workshop just don't sell that as a Combat Patrol anymore because it's not the Combat Patrol. Now they're going to sell you Terminators and Infernus Marines in the Combat Patrol.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
But
they didn't do it just to annoy you.
Of course they did. This is my world. This is my mind. This is my reality. Of course they did it to annoy me.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. We must all be a figment of your imagination.
Of course you are. Otherwise, how would you all be so absolutely fantastic?
To be fair, how do you know? How do you know that I'm real?
How do I know you're not? You're a figment of my imagination.
Yeah, exactly. I could be that. Everyone is.
No, you are. I'm so used to talking to myself that I'm just used to the responses being.
No. I mean, in life, in life in general, no one is real. Everyone is a figment of your imagination. You're just that theoretical, that scientifically theoretical theory of the space brain.
I'm not a space brain. I'm actually cosmic gas. I'm just incredibly powerful cosmic gas that can reconstitute molecules to my own amusement. That's how fantastic I am. I'm also incredibly big-headed and quite egotistic, so I do not lack in. Yeah, you want someone with an ego? Hello. I'm awesome. I know it. I'm awesome. I'm so awesome that you know it. I'm so awesome that the people that don't even know me know it.
Yeah, sure.
And that's how you know that I've got. Yeah.
I'll agree to you being awesome if you agree to me always being right.
Well, the fact that I created you as a figment of my imagination, then therefore you must be right, because otherwise that would mean that I'm wrong. And we all know that's not going to happen.
Don't make me laugh. I just nearly went over the black.
So
And I'm painting white.
Technically, you are correct. You are right all the time, but that is only through proxy of me being the omnisire.
Right. Okay. No, you're the tech priest. Have you not seen it in the Discord?
I've seen it in the Discord. I'm down as a tech priest. Yes, I understand. I'm down as a tech priest. In
I'm
fact,
the omnisire.
I got a bit of a shock when I went into your Discord earlier. I met someone from a different Discord.
Arby?
Arby, yes.
Which Discord was it? The other one?
Discourses.
I thought you were going to say that. Yeah, I think he found me through that. I think.
Did he?
I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Is Arby one of the ones? Arby might have been one of the ones who won my raffle.
Ah. Well, see, the only reason
Maybe.
I recognise it is because essentially our roles are reversed.
Huh?
I get a coloured name on your server, he gets a coloured name on the other one.
Ah, right. Yeah.
So it's like, oh, hello. He's credited me a few times with membership to that server as well.
Okay.
I do have to keep thanking him for that. Oh, no.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure with RB, he's either commissioned me with something or won something. I can't remember which one.
Let's hope he's won some. Let's hope he's commissioned on rather than won something. Because if he's won something, he forgot. That's not a good thing.
Oh no! It's not that I've forgotten. I've got the model. I've either got the model or it's on its way. I've not forgotten anything like that. I just can't remember if it was him or not.
Ah, right. It's just, was it that person? Not sure.
Yeah.
Could have been. Might not have been. We'll find out.
Could have been, yeah. I'm pretty sure that he's one of my clients. I need to check now because it's annoying me.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get a notification if you've not done it.
Yeah. He won the Combat Patrol. Yeah, he won the first Combat Patrol for RAFA.
Oh, cool. Which one? Do you mind me asking which one he picked?
Not quite a Combat Patrol. I basically said it can be a Combat Patrol or equivalent. And he's picked Chaos Obliterators, a Forge Fiend. Like Games Workshop have that little bundle on with 2 Obliterators and another big model. He picked that and a Forge Fiend, and it came to 95. So
it's
that's
the same price as it.
Yeah.
That's the thing, really.
Yeah, he won that with 1 ticket. And with only 1 ticket, and there's people who bought like 20 tickets, 25 tickets, and he only bought 1. And I think there was 160 tickets in total, so it was 1 in 160, and he won it.
Hey, well done to him, man. Well done to him.
Oh wait, no. Oh yeah. No, but that was the second Combat Patrol one. The first one was a bit more profitable for me, but that was an Orc Combat Patrol.
Oh, that's got the new copters that don't have them stupid white bases on them anymore.
Yes, it is.
And is it the mega armored war boss with the chopper?
Oh, show you the box. It's right here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a mega armored war boss with a chopper. Yeah, there he is. Big chopper on him up there. Death Dread, 20 boys with a knob, 3 copters, and war boss in mega armor with a
But I'm not painting the war boss because he wants to keep that on the sprue so he can convert it.
Oh, cool. Oh, he does some good work, does Harvey? Let's see if we can find some of his stuff.
And the Glasgow Thacker model is for the winner of the painting competition. Even though I originally said 50mm base or less, I've
You just went
changed
with
that
that
in
way.
the competition now and just saying any single character,
Oh, it's not too bad. It's not too
It
bad.
was only to stop someone from asking for like a knight or something.
Yeah, well, that's a bit excessive if you're going to ask for
Yeah,
something like tonight.
exactly. If
I
I
mean,
just said a single model, then technically they can ask for a knight, or a titan, a warhound or something.
see, I already had when I entered, I already had my model in mind.
What was it?
It was going to be a Phobos captain,
All right, okay, cool.
unpainted.
Oh, you didn't want me to paint it?
No, did it bug me? Why would I want you to paint it? I do my own painting.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't mind that.
But it's like one of the only things. Oh, man, if I was to win, what would I choose? I'll choose that box set, but it's fucking sold out now. It'd have to be a Phobos captain then, wouldn't it? Because I've got a Phobos lieutenant now. Even though it's technically called the lieutenant with combi weapon,
Yeah,
it is still a Phobos lieutenant. So
yeah,
I've got a Phobos lieutenant, I've got a Phobos librarian, I've got 6 reavers. I just don't have a captain. A load
yeah.
of scouts. I just need a captain to put them with. It doesn't seem to want to do it. Right. Glue, and then I believe I will call it for this evening. If I can
Cool.
find that glue.
Been on for quite a while, actually.
3 hours.
Yeah,
3 hours, but I have done quite a fair bit considering
yeah,
it's 2 big models that I've been working on as opposed to little diddy ones.
yeah. Me too. I've done quite a bit, actually.
If I'd only done 2 Space Marines in these 3 hours, I'd be a little bit disappointed. But as it's 2 big Tyranid models, I'm quite happy. Now, I did send this out on self promos on about 7 different Discord channels. And none of them ever bloody respond. Well, they don't. I mean, why should they? In fairness, every single one of them's a bigger channel than I am.
Yeah,
And it's like, well, why on earth would we get ourselves involved with you? And it's like, because you're kind people and you want to talk to me. No, okay. Fuck you, nah. To be quite honest, anyone who I send the invite to, I mean, there's a few YouTubers that I would like to talk to just because I found out about them through Warhammer as they found out about it. It's like, oh, cool. And I'd love to talk to you about it because we both enjoy the hobby. And there's a few that have been doing it, the hobby, just as long as either one of us two. Really,
yeah.
that I've invited. I mean, I've even invited Discourse up here a couple of times. Never got an answer. Never expected.
That'd be cool if she did come up.
It would. I would be absolutely over the moon because it's someone who actually knows what they're talking about, as opposed to me who just rabbits on and doesn't really have any clear goal in mind apart from getting paint on a model.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've invited Discourse. I've invited Dave from MS Paint a few times.
Not sure if I'm familiar with that one.
Dave from MS Paint is not huge, but he's quite a likable guy.
What does he do?
Painting, essentially what me and thee do.
Okay.
But he doesn't just do Warhammer. He'll do other games. He'll do dioramas. He'll do
Yeah.
tabletop. He got into it through Luke's APS.
Okay.
So he came in through that side, along with like Josh from the Pickle Jar. So he came in round about the same style as he did.
Yeah.
He's not put anything out for a while, but I did enjoy him when he was putting stuff out. I must have need a tad bit more purple on that bit, I think. So I've invited a few people on here, just so nobody seems to ever come up, really.
It's a shame.
Well, it is and it isn't. If they don't want to come up, I can't force them to do bugger all.
Yeah, I know.
And if it's, I'll talk to myself if I have to, or I will talk to chat if I'm lucky enough to have people in there.
Well, I will always try to be here because it's a nice little. Especially when I'm sitting at home all day, every day. My job is my living room. It's nice to chat to people occasionally.
It is just to get just to break the monotony of not your face again.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure which is why my missus likes me doing this, so she doesn't have to sit there and stare at me and, well, for fuck's sake, not your face again.
I don't think anyone would like to sit there and stare at your face.
I don't know, it can be quite entertaining sometimes, especially when it gets hit by a board. Or if somebody jumps on me and causes pain. Namely my son jumping on me. Realising daddy's knee's sore, let's use him as a slide. So yeah, cheers, mate. Just what I wanted.
How old are your kids?
3, 13 and 15. Oh no, sorry, 5.
Oh, right, okay.
No, 5, 13 and 15.
I just assumed that they were much younger than that.
No, 5 is the youngest, 15 is the oldest.
Yeah.
So yeah, they span a few years. Another year, and then eldest is off to college, and then I've got one going out of just leaving reception. So it's literally one at one end of school, one at the other.
Yeah.
So I've still got to do all that again. Going through the primary school and uniforms every year, and sports days, and photos.
I'm so glad I will never have kids.
Yeah, you
Never.
won't get the birthday parties. I've got 2 over the next 2 weeks.
Good. I don't care. I don't want them.
All that nice, fun kids' play areas.
I've got my cats. They're more than enough.
I don't know. Yeah, cats.
They're my kids.
Meow, 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 meow. I've just fed you. Meow, meow, meow. I'm not feeding you again. Sound familiar?
No, actually, no. My cats are really good for that. I feed them 2 meals a day, and they'll eat a little bit, and they'll save the rest for later, and they'll come back every now and then, and just eat more. And then by the time I feed them the second time in the day, the bowls are pretty much almost empty or have been empty for a short while. So they're actually pretty good in that respect.
No, my cat eats 4 pouches a day.
What kind of food do you give them?
Felix mixed pouches. So some fish, some beef, some chicken.
I would recommend, well, maybe not because that's very hard to change diet. But the stuff that I feed them is like a pretty good quality stuff. No, I don't mean any disrespect or anything, but Felix is probably one of the worst quality.
She turns her nose up at the other stuff.
Yeah.
Won't eat the other stuff. It's like, for God's sakes, cat. We tried getting her the Prima, the high expensive, the high everything she needs, proper for her age, biscuits and meats and stuff. She just won't eat it.
Yeah.
So we are stuck now on the cheap Felix because it's the only thing she'll eat.
If you want, I can give you a link to the stuff that I use, and you can try it maybe and see if it improves it. The stuff I give my cats is from a brand called Untamed, and you like order it like once a month, and they give you enough tins for the whole month and send it to your door. And it's human grade quality food. Like you could eat it yourself. I wouldn't say you should, but the point is there's it's good quality, and it's actually not that expensive. Like it's cost it to feed both cats. It's £100 a month.
Now what's that? 40 packets, 10 days. 30. That's much more expensive than what we spent. We probably
Really?
spend, yeah, it's $13.75 for 40 packets, and we only have one cat.
Okay.
So
if you had one cat, it would be £50 a month.
no, actually, no, that's about the same.
Yeah, and it's much better quality than Felix, 100%. Because the analogy that I was given, and this is true, this is not just what people have made up, because I've looked into it properly and what cats can and can't eat, or should and shouldn't eat. Feeding a cat Felix is like us having a McDonald's every day.
Oh, no, that's no good.
Yeah, exactly. And feeding them like the good quality stuff actually extends their life expectancy.
I mean, this one's already 15 already. She's
Yeah.
she's an old.
Well, 15 is good. 15 is a good age for a cat.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. She's 15 already, so she's doing well. I mean, she has antibiotics. She's not antibiotics, anti-inflammatories because of her hips. Because she's in pain with her hips. But other than that, she's in reasonably good health, apart from the constant whinging of her walking to the kitchen.
Fair enough.
She just sits next to the bowl. And then when I turn away, it'll be so she's got different tones for when she wants.
Oh, they do. The cats have the research has been done into it, and cats have like I think it was like 130 different meows, and each of them means something different.
And they're all for humans.
Yeah. Every one of them is for humans, because they do not meow to each other.
Nope. Well, they kind of at each other, but that's about the closest you get. And that's usually saying, "Get the fuck away from me." I'm happy.
It's fascinating. I think the science behind cats are fascinating. We're learning a lot in the last 5-10 years.
Well, as our knowledge goes up from everything, we learn more and more. Which is
it's just unfortunate with cats, because like the research done for cats it's only really been in the last 5-10 years. Before that, there was not really that much research into cats, unfortunately. But now there is, and that's why there's a lot of companies now that are offering good quality food for cats that's healthy for them now these days, for a decent price. Like if my stuff is roughly the same price as your Felix, then it's decent.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. You should.
But of course, I'm not telling you should do it. I'm just, if
no, but if it's an options available to get a better food, and hopefully if it can help strengthen her hips as well, so we don't have to buy blood.
It probably will, and you'll see a difference in the way she is. I mean, well, if she's 15, it might not have the same effect I'm thinking of, but feeding them this kind of food that gives them more energy, and their litter tray doesn't smell anywhere near as bad.
Don't get me started on that. She doesn't bloody use a litter tray. She sits there, whinges at it, looks at it, and then goes, shits in the fucking kitchen floor. It's like, really?
That might be because she doesn't like the litter granules.
She wheezes in it. She just refuses to. Whether we have the litter granules, we use the paper one. We We tried multiples, and she'll wee in it. She'll wee them all. She just won't go for a crap in it.
Is it clumping?
No. No.
Clumping is typically better.
No, but she just refuses point blank to poo in the bloody literature.
Fair enough.
Point
Weird.
blank. Yeah,
Cats
she's
are
a weird
weird
cat.
sometimes.
Yeah, and I believe. Let's just move some of these out of the way so I can get everything under the camera. Right. Big old Neurophant. Big old Psychophage. Neurophant. Neuroloids. And Wing Prime.
They look good.
They do, actually. Even if I do say so myself. And yes, that was a bit of Yorkshire, just for the man in the chat. Okay. Lots and lots of purple, bit of yellow, bit of green. That's good. That's good. Lots and lots.
It's an interesting scheme.
Yeah, lots of purple, lots more yellow though.
Yeah.
Bit of green. So yeah, they depend. So yeah, I see the variance of greens, purples, and yellows working. That's working out all right, actually.
Well, I was just about to say, what you've done there is what most painters would say do not do, mixing all those colours together on one model. But it does seem to work.
Yeah, I'm awesome. Told you. I'm figment of my imagination, the entire world, so of course it's going to work. No, I actually did. Yeah, you was there when I was going through the colour schemes. It was like, purple, yellow, and then green as the hazard danger areas. Purple and yellow always go together, but making it so all the weapons are like green.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
It kind of makes it like those are the dangerous weapony parts of the monster. That one being the brain bug, so obviously brain and the end of his tentacles are the bits that are dangerous.
You know those tentacles aren't actually his?
Those tentacles.
Oh, right, that. I thought you meant the one with the big brain on it.
That is the one with the big brain on it.
No, this one. I mean this one.
Yeah, it's the same one.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at my tablet, which is like a few seconds behind. So
right.
yeah, these tentacles here are not actually part of him. If you look on the back,
yeah,
they're these little creatures. Yeah, it's them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Neuroloids, which actually have 2 wounds each, which I didn't know about, and it doesn't show you on the index.
Huh.
They actually have 2 wounds each. And
Quite tough for...
A toughness 3.
Yeah, but 2 wounds, that's pretty good for a small, supposedly squishy unit.
Especially when you're sticking with him and he's got 5. So that's a 9 wound unit now. That's not as easy to take out as what you thought it was.
Yeah. What is its special abilities? I can't remember. I've not actually looked at the data sheet for that.
It's a Psyker.
Oh, right, yeah, of course.
So it's a short-range Psyker unit. I think it's 18-inch smite equivalent boost for some nearby.
Yeah.
So you get the synapse within synapse range and all that palaver for with him. And I think it's the same with... He gets to basically give out these as tokens to you're in synapse range now and you're in synapse range now. Whether or not you are or are not, you are now because I've made you.
Yeah.
Out of all of them, it's him that I'm least impressed with.
Really?
He's a crap HQ.
Oh, the Winged Prime?
Yeah. So why... Look, you give me a big whopping Carnifex, you give me all these big things. Why not give me... Alright, it doesn't have to be the Winged Hive Tyrant, but give me a Hive Tyrant.
But is it really crap in general? The rules?
Yeah, his stats were not good. Let me just go find where he is. Downloads, you great blithering nincompoop. Where is it? I did get it. I know I downloaded Tyranid. Don't make me go look for this.
Downloaded it? You mean on the app?
No, from Games Workshop stuff. Game Workshop. Warhammer Community.
All right.
Download.
Just you open the GW app, you can find it straight away.
I can't. I've had to change my phone over, so it's there.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Same reason for me.
Yeah, same. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to do it on the PC. There we are. Tyrannid data sheets.
Well, I finished all the white on my Templars, or at least the base shade of it. Sorry, not my Templars, but yeah.
The Templars.
Actually, question, just what you think. The Dreadnought here. Nope.
Oh, what's that? Bring me back over. Hello. Right.
These white stripes that I've got on my arms,
Yes.
do you think I should continue it over the top? Or do you think they look all right like that?
Straighten it out so I can see the checks on his knee. And no, leave them striped. Don't.
No,
don't,
I mean like...
Don't
I mean like...
continue it over.
Don't put them over there. Yeah.
Don't put it over there, no. Allow the sarcophagus to stand out.
Yeah.
And then the weapon panels can be changed thereafter.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I'm gonna put transfers on the top there as well.
Yeah,
so.
I was gonna say a bit of red, like a red cross or something on his missile side.
Well, yeah, Black Templars weapons cases are usually red, so I could do red on the Stormbolter things here.
Yeah, as well as the red, because they have red crosses as transfers and stuff as well.
Well, the red, yeah, I could do the red cross. I could do, yeah.
Which would help break that
the red cross is used for sword brethren. So I wouldn't use the red cross, but yeah.
But yeah, it's something just to break that black up without it being a singular white stripe.
Yeah.
So
no. I'll think of something to do with it with red.
At red, gold. I mean, if you just put the white cross on there, it breaks it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Winged Tyrannid Prime, movement 12, toughness 5, save 4+, wound 6, melee weapons only, 6 attacks, hits on 2, strength 6, -1 AP, 2 damage.
Yeah, it's not that great.
No. If you stick him in a unit, it gives him sustained hits 1, but you can only join Tyrannid warriors or gargoyles.
Well, that makes sense, but nah, he sounds more like a lieutenant than
Yeah, he's
like a full-fledged HQ.
Whereas, where has he gone? Have I gone past him? I think I might have gone past him.
Definitely doesn't sound like something that would lead an entire NID force.
No. Whereas you've got the Winged Hive Tyrant, movement 12 still, toughness 9, 2+ save, 10 wounds, and he's got ranged and melee options.
Yeah.
That can at least worry a tank or something elite.
Yeah, I would probably go for the Hive Tyrant, yeah.
So, I mean, even Brain Boy, I think he's a HQ.
Is he? Okay.
I believe I'd have to check on the phone again, but I think Brain Boy is a HQ. Let me go find him now. Harm against termagants, gargoyles, toxicrene, no. Tyrann guards, Neurotyrant, monster character, fly psycho, great devourer, synapse, Neurotyrant. Yeah, core leader.
Okay, cool.
Toughness 8, 9 wounds, 6 movement. But at least he's got an 18-inch ignores covers psychic torrent, -1 AP, 2 damage flamer, 2d6 attacks.
That's pretty good.
And then when he gets in close combat, 6 attacks, strength 5. Yeah, he's not that great in close combat, but 2d6 strength 5 flamer coming at you with 2 damage.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. And he's a
Imagine
far.
overwatching with that.
Yeah, exactly. 2d6 command reroll if you get a low number, and
Yeah,
auto hitting. It's,
yeah.
plus with the
It's
psychic
pretty neat.
ability.
Pretty neat.
That's just a much better HQ than the other little crappy thing they give you.
I still haven't decided if I want to keep my nids myself or raffle them off or something. I'm not sure.
I kept them because I like the sculpts.
Yeah.
I may not like the stat lines, but I like the sculpts, so I've kept them for that.
My
Von,
problem is I don't like the idea of Tyranids with guns. I think it's silly.
well, it's bioweapons, really.
Yeah, but the fact that it looks like they're carrying a rifle makes them look silly. If it was more natural, like it was like spikes coming out of its mouth or something, that would feel more believable to me.
Yeah, like the Screamer Killers comes from its mouth, the Venom Throats come from its mental capabilities.
Yeah, exactly. But the ones the termagants that carry the gun like that,
Yeah.
that to me looks dumb.
Yeah, I've never been keen on the Gaunt. But they are a very, very crucial part of most Tyranid armies.
Of course, yeah, but I would get the close combat ones.
You'd go for the Harmagants as opposed to the
Yeah.
Termagants.
In fact, if I did a Tyranid army, it would be entirely combat-based army, except for the ranged weapons that are actually look like natural weapons.
Like the Biovores, which spit out other creatures.
Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense to me. It just doesn't make sense that a natural alien would sprout a gun from its arm that is part of its arm, but it looks like it's holding it with a fake hand. It's just silly to me.
Yeah, that is a silly bit where it looks like he's holding it with a fake hand. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
At least with these, they've actually merged the arms into the gun itself.
Yeah.
And that side is nothing. It's just a hoof, and they've actually merged that all into the arm there. I'll let them off with that bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get what you mean with these termagants, because it does look like the little xenomorphs carrying around pistols.
Yeah, it's silly. I think it's silly.
Whereas those ones look better, far better, just for having the claws. I mean,
100%, they do. Like the leapers look awesome.
Out of range,
yeah, they look awesome. I would love a whole army of them.
They do look nice. Isn't it essentially a lictor?
Yeah, they're lictors. Them, the close combat warriors, I would have. The Hormagaunts, the ones with the scythes, and any tyrants, any big models I have would be like Carnifexes with entirely close combat weapons and such.
Morlocks, Trigon. Oh no, Trigon's got a electric pulse weapon. You collect spores, standard spore mines. Spore mines are awesome. I do like them, but not as good as Biovores, which just love spore mines.
Yeah, but I'd have spore mines, 100%. That makes sense to me.
See, I do like my Carnifexes.
So do I. But I'm looking forward to seeing what they reveal next week. If it's Tyranids and they update most of the models to make them look a little bit more up to date, because some of them are still extremely old. Like the Gene Stealers, they look a little bit ridiculous to me. If they update the models a little bit better, then I will probably keep these Tyranids, but sell the Termagants and start collecting a Nid army.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the Gene Stealer. They've not been changed since the original Space Hulk.
Yeah.
Still come in boxes of 8, don't they?
Not sure.
Even though you feel them in 10s.
I'm pretty sure that the way they're doing it now is that you just you can field them in units of the same size as it's in the box. So if the Gene Stealer is 8 in the box, then that 99% certainty they're going to update that. Because they did say that specifically, that they wanted you to be able to field the units
straight away
in the same amount of models straight from the box.
Yeah, but all that means you've got to do is give it a minimum unit cap of 5.
No, but then you've got like 3 models left over that you can't use, and they wanted it to be specifically what you have in the box is a unit.
But when they give you when you get a box of Gaunts, you get 1 Ripper Swarm base with it, and Ripper Swarm bases come in units of 3.
Aren't they meant to be like part of the unit as well?
Nope.
All right, okay.
Completely
Well, that might just be a byproduct of the old rules, because I'm pretty sure the Gaunts, the Ripper Swarms, were part of the units years ago.
Maybe, but no, they've not been for a while. Not as far as I've known, anyway. Same with the Necrons. They can't take their Scarab Swarms within their Warrior units anymore. They have to.
Yeah, well, they definitely used to be. I collected Necrons for a little bit. They definitely could have the Scarab Swarms in the unit with the Warriors.
Good Lord. I've just seen Gene Stealer about 6 times, and now I want to find them again. I can't find them. Old One-Eye, Tyranid Warriors, Winged Termagants, Harmagants, Gargoyles, Toxicrene, Tyrant Guard, Neurotyrant, Lictor, Death Reaper, Malceptor, Jesus Christ, Pyrovores, Horspex, Venomthropes, Von Ryan's Leapers, Neurogants, Zoanthropes, Gene Stealers, there we are. Yeah, they come in minimum units of 5 to 10.
Yeah.
So they sell you a box of 8, you can field the minimum size unit.
Are you sure it's 8 in the box, though?
Not 100%, but it was last time I checked.
But I feel that that's wrong.
I shall go double check now, as one of the last things I am going to do. The Xenos armies, Tyranids. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, Gene Stealer Brood. 8 models, £25.
Okay, so I have a feeling then that'll be one of the things getting updated in the mid range.
It's not got the little arrow. Usually
That doesn't necessarily mean anything, though, because they haven't announced it yet.
True. The Carnifex Brood has got the arrow, though. And the Lictor. Raveners. Sporocyst and Mucor.
Do you expect GW to be consistent?
Yeah, their prices are going to go up twice every year.
I don't mean that. I mean, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, they're buggery consistent. I mean, you can't even buy the Winged Hive Tyrant currently out of stock online. Swarm, any Hive Tyrant you want, you can't buy. Any Tyrant Guard you want, you can't buy. You can't get the Morlock, you can't get the Hive Crow.
Yeah, so I think they're going to be updating a lot of the NIDs.
Yeah, Pyrovore and Biovore gone. Gargoyle Brood, nope. Tyrannofex, nope. Trigon, Tyranid, Harpy, Horspex. Wow, that's a lot of stuff that's temporarily out of stock or no longer available.
Yeah.
Which
I've got a feeling we're going to get a lot of new NIDs then.
Well, it'll be the same as what they do with the Death Guard range and with the Necron range.
Yeah.
They're the new poster boys for this edition, along with the Space Marines, who will get an absolutely ridiculous amount.
They will.
I'm expecting Jump Assault. Definitely a close quarters fast attack jump unit. We've already had the Devastator equivalent change out. We just need to give them more weapons.
Yeah.
What else is there really to change out now? We've had the bikes.
We need chapter masters. We don't have chapter masters in the current Space Marine rules now.
Do we not have chapter masters at all?
Nope.
I thought, is it not an upgrade?
Nope.
Oh, so that'll be coming along with the Codex, then, I should imagine.
Yeah. I tried that because I was looking to see if I can create like a chapter master character rule thing for the Salamanders chapter master, because they don't have one. They don't have a model or rules for it. So I wanted to see if the generic chapter master rules.
Is Vulcan Heston not?
No, Vulcan Hestan is not a chapter master.
Is he just captain of the fourth?
Captain of one of them, yeah. I think he's captain of the second. I've actually paid someone £250 to design on 3D software a model for Tushan, the chapter master for Salamanders.
No, he's actually listed with certain parts of Vulcan's arsenal.
Yeah, he is. He's got a sword, he's got a hammer, and he's got a hand flamer. And his hammer is made of parts from Primarch Vulcan's hammer.
Oh. So he's not going to be like Igrax Agatone then?
No. So, I'm hoping that we're going to get a chapter master role where you can kind of make your own chapter master.
Well, they did in the past, but how is that going to work in this one? I'm not sure, because the chapter master was basically an upgrade going from reroll ones to reroll everything.
Yeah. But then, maybe Salamanders are going to get a little bit more love, because they've never really had a huge amount of new stuff in the past. You know what I mean?
Not. Let's see what.
I would love to see them do a model for the chapter master. I mean, a part of me would love to see that, but then a part of me would be like, well, I've just spent £250 on making one, and then they're going to release a model anyway. But you know,
that was going to be 30 quid. Oh right, wonderful. Thank you very much.
That's all right. One of the reasons why I'm getting him to design this is because I might be putting him on my raffle site as the creator, and he'll get to get one slot on the prize competition each week.
You could also enter prizes, I suppose, as well.
Yeah. My idea for that is that I'll have creators in every different field of Warhammer. Oh, not just Warhammer, but Wargaming. So I'll have a 3D artist, I'll have someone doing custom decals, and someone creating wooden accessories like the paint tracks and stuff like that, and they'll all be under one collaboration. And you can go to my site and you can get anything from there for the hobby.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea. You might want to get in touch with Luke then.
Who's Luke?
Geek Gaming Scenics.
Okay, send me a link.
I'm not that pally with him to be able to go, here's a link direct to him. So what I'll do is, I know he's dropped off his YouTube at the moment.
Okay.
I'll try and find his store and drop you a link to his store.
Yeah, that's cool.
Kind of affiliate links. But you know the sculptor mold that pretty much everybody uses?
No.
It's a plaster of Paris and paper compound mix to...
Oh, right. Yeah.
yeah. he's the one who made it and managed to create quite a decent business off it, in fairness.
All right, okay.
He
Cool.
does a lot of base ready ranges, very much scenery and table and basing stuff that he does. But he sells a lot, and he sells a lot of it to his two places like Element Games, and he's more of a supplier than a
Okay, cool.
direct shop, although you can buy from him. So let's see if I can find Geek Gaming. Geek Gaming Scenics. Oh, there we go. That was nice and easy.
One watching, and I think that's me.
No, probably buzzard. It actually says 2 watching. Right. Send this to you. What?
You.
As I said, I don't have the problem of not being able to talk to myself because my brain's constantly telling me to do something, whether it's to sing, make daft noises, whatever it may be. But at that point, I am going to say thank you to all of my viewers this evening. Everybody who's jumped up and joined me. Thank you, Jessica from Synthscape Studios.
Bit of a mouthful.
It is a bit of a mouthful at 10 to 1 in the morning. And I've just gone 3.5 hours without a cigarette. So, yeah, it's nice fun is happening. I will, in fact, can I? Yes, I can. I can go find the Facebook page. Is what I can do. And then I can go find the Facebook page, and then I can go find Synthscape Studios on there. Where have you gone? I know you're there because I joined. What the frick?
What have you done now?
I can't find you. I'm looking for basically I'm looking for you the link for the Facebook page for you, and I can't find it.
Well, I hope I'm still there.
Yeah, so do I. And what's making it really even more annoying is the fact that it pops up on my feeds and I can't find it. I will put the link up for Synthscape Studios in the description of this video.
So
There we are.
there you go.
Yeah, I found it. Copy link address. And I should then be able to I can't even remember. ST Studio Control V. Scroll down, save changes. The broadcast must be scheduled in the future and within 1 year. Please edit the start time. Fine. If you want to be like that, you disgusting piece of shit, I will get rid of it that way. I will exit out of there and I will do it with fucking YouTube then. Or I'll just do it after I've done this because it won't let me edit it while I'm up and running. Right. Anyway, that's what I was saying. Right. Thank you everybody for coming to join me this evening and joining Synthscape. Thank you very much for joining me as well.
Thank
It is,
you.
it is very nice to have someone to talk to. Um, I'm going to call it this done for this evening. So again,
See you next week.
see you next week. Hopefully Monday, which is when I'm supposed to be up. If not, it'll be the Tuesday again. Um, I don't know what I'm going to be doing next week. It might be Terminators. It might be Gaunts. It might be Scenery. It might be Dreadnought. I don't know. I'll decide that when it comes to the time. Until that point, drive safe, everyone, and I'll see you next week.